what a great opportunity tonight for the Bears, taking on this wounded Cougar team. Losers of four in a row.
Yeah, four in a row and then 5 of their last 6.
Yeah,
and this is a pivotal game for both teams. You mentioned BYU needs to right the ship. I think from a Baylor perspective, it's fighting for its NCAA tournament life. It just really is. And I think no top 25 wins on the schedule yet. And I mean, they've plenty of top 25 opportunities, but they just haven't been able to get one in the books, and they don't have a signature win. We've talked about that. Have an opportunity to do that tonight. And I think tonight's the night that the Bears need to begin building a case to get to the NCAA tournament. Some points you got to earn the right, and I think it starts tonight. I like their chances tonight. It's a team that has really, I think, taken a step positively, the right direction defensively, have gone from 115 in the KenPom defensive efficiency to, I think, 87 in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that shows you the progress they're making. Just got to continue tonight.
And don't hear me wrong, this BYU team is really good. They've lost 4 in a row, but those losses were to 3 of the 4 were to teams that are now in the top 10 in the nation.
Right.
They lost to Arizona, they lost to Kansas most recently. They lost by 11 to Houston on Saturday.
Yeah, it sounds like Baylor's opening stretch,
yeah,
where they played basically those same teams with the exception of Arizona to start Big 12 play. It'd be pretty good. You play those teams, you're going to hit a bit of a skid, and that's what's happened to BYU. You're right, though, number 22 in the country. They've been top 10 most of the season. Started off with a really nice winning streak, and then they hit that snag. They've got one of the premier players in the country, and we'll get a good look at him tonight.
Absolutely. It's a really good team. Great opportunity for the Bears. BYU number 22 in the nation. They are 5-5 in Big 12 play. One of the storylines tonight, one of the main storylines, is the return of Rob Wright to Waco and to Foster Pavilion. Rob had an outstanding freshman season last year for the Bears. Set a school freshman record for assists in a season and assists in a game with 13. And now he is with BYU coming in this evening.
You know, it's interesting, John. We had this conversation at Cincinnati when the Bears played a Cincinnati team with Jalen Celestine on it. And we thought, well, what would the effect of that be? Well, nobody on the team knows him.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody played with him a year ago.
That's right.
So I think it's the same case tonight. As far as the players go, he's just a really good player in the league. There's more to it than that, obviously, in the Baylor community. But, you know, he had a really good year a year ago. And in this day and age of the transfer portal, I think it's the norm. It's not the exception.
Yeah. He's going to be booed lustily tonight. It's already started when he came out for warm-ups. The students behind us, a couple of them have custom-made Rob Wright T-shirts on. But every time he would shoot and miss a shot, they would cheer. Otherwise, it was dead silence.
Yeah, and again, just a really nice player. And, John, I think a good kid. You know, one thing you and I decided early on was you can't blame the kid. You just can't. I mean, this is a completely new environment. And so what you do is you just play on. And this is a guy, I think, in the league who has, a year ago, established himself as one of the better players in the league as a true freshman. And then he has taken a step this year. I think he's a better player. He's a better scorer than he was a year ago. And, in fact, I think most of the damage he's doing this year is by scoring the ball rather than by creating for others.
Walked across the court, just said hi to him briefly when he came out first for warm-ups today. He said, hey, man, we're pulling for you, but not tonight. And he understood that.
Right.
And it was funny, our managers, a couple of our managers were talking to him. None of our players were, and like you said, none of them know Rob. Right? No. The managers and the GAs are the only ones who know him, remember him.
All they know about him is what the scouting report says about him.
Right.
And that's enough.
Yeah. Well, that's the matchup tonight, Baylor and BYU. Let's take a break. When we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off, we will hear from Isaac Williams, get his thoughts on this matchup, and the Bears' continued upward climb with their play, if not in the standings. We've got that a little bit later. Let you hear from Kevin Young, the head coach for the BYU Cougars, and, of course, our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. All coming up on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to kickoff tip-off. Conecuh sausage made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. More to come on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Spring in Waco means one thing: Baylor baseball on Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. From big home runs to big-time moments, this season with must-see action. Season tickets are on sale now. Giving you the best seats, the best value, and every unforgettable play all spring long. Don't just hear the crowd, be a part of it. Get your Baylor baseball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Okay, sounds good.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Brought to you in part by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Hey, our Courtside cam is up and running. Bob is here. Bob is on the job. The Courtside cam brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Check it out on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel, our Courtside cam. You know what I mean. You're on the job. You got it done, meaning I didn't have to do it. That's what I meant by that. Panel is here from Isaac Williams, the sophomore guard, transfer from A&M Corpus Christi. We asked him about this recent trend by the Bears. 2 wins in their last 3 games, and again playing well despite a loss at Iowa State on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, every game is exciting, you know, just playing every game to basically kill other teams.
What do you feel like you're getting in BYU, a team that's really good, but they've lost 4 in a row?
Yeah, I mean, you know, teams go on stretches, you lose games, make mistakes, but I mean, they're a great team. We've all seen. So we got to go out there, execute, and play as hard as we can.
What about the loss to Iowa State, but it seemed like y'all continued your upward climb. You know, you seem like you played really well, tough environment against a good team.
Yeah, I mean, playing at Iowa State, I mean, real tough environment, fans loud, team is very good. And a team like that, like I heard Obi said earlier, you just got to cut down as many, because once a team like that gets a lead, it's pretty hard to come back from that. So, you know, just playing hard, trusting that we're up there with those teams, and, you know, just trying to go win the game.
It's Isaac Williams, 6'1" sophomore guard, originally from Oklahoma City, played at A&M Corpus Christi, now here at Baylor. Fouled out of the game Saturday against Iowa State, and that's a guy that never fouls out. Yeah. He strongly disagreed with at least 2 or 3 of those foul calls.
Yeah, he would say I didn't commit any of them.
Right.
But he was rung up for 5, and that was a big loss in that game. And I think tonight, don't know what Dan Skilling's situation is. He's not warming up. So maybe that's an indication that the Bears will be back to a 7-man rotation rather than 8. It's a big deal. Not as big a deal at home, but Isaac Williams in this game particularly, I think has the ability athletically and strength-wise to keep Rob Wright from turning the corner on him. We'll see how Baylor defends BYU. Probably going to see a number of different looks, but to the extent that you're guarding him out on the perimeter, Williams is a guy that can keep him in front, and that is a huge key tonight.
Well, that's Isaac Williams. Let's hear from Kevin Young, the head coach for the BYU Cougars in his second year. Pro background, was with the Phoenix Suns and then came to take over the BYU program, a team that has lost 4 straight coming into this game tonight. They're 5-5 in conference play. Here's his thoughts on handling that downward streak the Cougars are in right now.
We're not there yet. You know, we're still pounding the rock, and that thing's going to break eventually, and that's kind of what I'm trying to teach our guys, where you learn from the losses, but you don't lose confidence from the losses, and trying to, you know, even in the wins that we've had, you know, trying to be a lot more, you know, process driven as opposed to results driven. You know, you still have to do that in losses as well, and so I think that's the challenge of coaching, is the psychology piece of it, where we're doing a lot of good things. We're just not doing them long enough or hard enough. Now, the Oklahoma State game was a travesty on many levels in terms of how we played. It was a disaster. We played horrible. Yeah. Our defense was a joke.
BYU coach.
And I challenged the group a lot, and I think the way they responded, you know, to a team in Houston who, you know, are they better than their team last year who made it to the championship game? Maybe. They might be, you know, and so, again, I just want our guys to understand how close we are, but close isn't good enough. Like
10 seconds.
Okay. You know, find ways to win, and it's my job to toe the line of keeping them confident and then having them learn along the way.
It's Kevin Young, the head coach for the BYU Cougars. We'll hear from Baylor coach Scott Drew when we come back on the countdown to tip-off.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online.
Right back.
Score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas.
All right, Tim. A little early on the anthem.
A little early, yeah.
Visit Toyota.com today.
All right, you guys need anything?
Good.
Right now,
last little breakage.
Can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months with $49.99. Let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends.
In the head of who?
Yeah.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball.
Yeah, that's great.
On the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Fletch.
Welcome back inside Foster Pavilion. Let's continue on our pregame show. Visit now with Bears head coach Scott Drew. Back at it tonight. Another ranked opponent here in the Big 12 with BYU coming in.
Yeah, excited for another opportunity. Really liked how the last game at home went, and we'd like to duplicate that tonight.
Look at BYU. You hear about teams that have a big three. Yeah. They've got a really good big three, don't they?
And we know one of them pretty well. Rob Wright had a lot of great memories for us last year, and hopefully doesn't have a good one tonight. But A.J. DeBonce's first pick in the draft and has had a tremendous year, and someone about and Richie Saunders has been somebody that everybody respects and is a tremendous player who probably be a second-round pick.
What about going up against Rob, a guy we hope to be in a Baylor uniform this year?
Well, we just want to make sure that this game he doesn't play as well as he did last year for us wearing the green and gold. But he's a really good player, and he's improved because he works hard, and somebody that we know why we liked him so much. He does a lot of great things.
Yeah.
for you guys, even though it was a loss to Iowa State? It seemed like continued upward trend with the play of this team.
Yeah, we played 3 really good games in a row, and I think defensively we've gotten a lot better. Our offense has gotten better, not putting our defense in bad positions by a good shot selection, not turning the ball over. And at the end of the day, I think the guys are feeling pretty good with what we're looking at defensively, what we're trying to do. Like to get somebody back healthy before long because we got a short rotation, but guys did a great job playing extended minutes with 40 and 40 and 40 with 3 of them last game.
Yeah. Coach, thanks. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. It's Baylor and BYU coming up here in Foster Pavilion. More of our pregame show after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back inside Foster Pavilion as we continue on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. Bears back on the floor warming up. It is a gold out tonight in Foster Pavilion. Fans are coming in. Students were here early. Pretty cool giveaway, Pat, for the first 500 students. They got a gold jersey. Says Sick'em in 26 season on the front. Really nice giveaway there. And gold out tonight. It'll be another gold out on Thursday when the Baylor women have a big game against TCU. But tonight it's the men versus BYU. And, Pat, give us the keys. How are the Bears going to get a big win?
Well, it's a Big 12 game, so rebounding is a key. And I think tonight it's defensive rebounding for Baylor. Baylor has been better in conference, but defensive rebounding has really not been a strength. And you're playing a team, BYU, that is the 11th best offensive rebounding team in the country, averaging 14.4 offensive rebounds a game. Baylor's first shot defense has been really good in conference play, but that falls flat if you give up second and third shots. Baylor has out-rebounded its opponent in 8 of 11 Big 12 games. I got to continue that again tonight. And if they get defensive rebounds, Bears going to be able to score in transition, and I think that's a real opportunity for them tonight. They don't want this to be a track meet, but over the last 5 games, BYU's defense really, John, has just been bad. Ranked 350 out of 365 schools in defensive rating. They're allowing 12.4 points a game in fast break points. That is 309th in the country. Real opportunity for the Bears there. And then finally, John, one thing you and I have agreed on, one consistent thing about this team in Big 12 play has been relentless effort. The effort has always been there, but it has not consistently resulted in wins. So tonight, I think it has to. It's more than playing hard. It's about competing for 50-50 balls. It's deflections. It's multiple efforts. It's get to the offensive glass, get back in transition, help recover, all those things. BYU cannot get comfortable offensively. Second leading scoring team in the Big 12. You let them get comfortable, you're in for a long night.
Tell you another thing I noticed about BYU coming in, you look at their stats for their players, you compare their season-long stats to Big 12. Most schools, most players can take a little bit of a dip when you hit Big 12 play.
Yep.
Their Big 3 guys, their scoring averages are all up in Big 12 play compared to the season as a whole.
Yeah, that's a really good point, John. Also, those 3 guys, Saunders, DeBonsa, and Wright, get 76% of their points.
That's
Think
hard to
about
imagine.
that.
Yeah, 3 guys.
Compare that to Baylor. You've got Baylor's top 3 get 61%. So that's a big number for any team, but for a team like BYU, so you've got to do the job on those 3 guys. DeBenza's going to get his points. I mean, he averaged 29 points a game during the 4-game losing streak. He's going to score tonight. I think the key is Saunders, and it's right, probably more Saunders.
Yeah, great point. Gold out here in Foster Pavilion. Fans continue to come in. A little bit of an earlier start than normal, 6 p.m. Central Time for the start tonight. And we're glad you're tuned in wherever you might be tuned in tonight, our flagship station in Waco, where Aaron Sexton is manning the controls for us. Maybe on Sirius XM channel 380. Welcome to you, BaylorBears.com, or on TuneIn. Opportunities abound to tune in to the game tonight. And certainly our Courtside Cam is up and running, brought to you by NextLink. That's available on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. You can watch right in here where Pat and I and Bob are seated courtside. This is the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy in your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Take our final pregame break. When we come back, the starting lineups and the opening tip, Baylor and BYU Big 12 basketball from Waco on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Let's go Central Texas. President's Day sales event means big savings on brand new vehicles at Allen Samuels in Waco. Check out the all-new, completely redesigned 2026 Jeep Cherokee, and don't miss the all-new Dodge Charger 6-pack, because that 6-pack is built to run fast and hard. From everyday capability to pure performance, now is the time to buy and save big at Allen Samuels, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
This is Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
He's going to squeeze the air out of that basketball and celebrate a big-time Baylor win in the Farrell Center. Second-ranked Baylor all over number 6 Villanova today here in Waco. And Meyer will hold the ball, toss it high in the air. Baylor can celebrate a second straight Big 12 Conference championship.
And this ball game belongs to the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears.
This broadcast is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
And Orthopedics bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. First for the visitors from Provo, Utah, the point guard booed quite lustily in chance of traitor as he was introduced. Rob Wright III, 6'1 sophomore from Wilmington, Delaware, played his freshman year, last year here at Baylor, now in his sophomore season at BYU. Averaging 18.9 points per game in conference play. That is 9th best scoring in the league. That is Rob Wright. Two guard for BYU would be Richie Saunders, 6'5", 200-pound senior from Riverton, Utah. He's from Wasatch College. He is averaging 19.4 points per game in Big 12 play, 8th best in the Big 12 conference. Swingman is Kennard Davis Jr., 6'6 junior from St. Louis, transfer from Southern Illinois, 5.5 points, 3.5 rebounds per game. Front line, A.J. DeBanza, one of the, if not the best freshman in the nation, 6'9", 212-pound true freshman from Brockton, Mass, played at Utah Prep. Patty's averaging 25.3 points per game in Big 12 play, best in the league. 24 points per game overall, best in the nation. Scoring for A.J. DeBanza. He's averaging 29.6 points per game, as you said, in his last 5. And the big man is Keba Keita, 6'9", 240-pound senior from Mali, a transfer from Utah. 6.5 points, a team high, 7.4 rebounds per game for Keita. 5 starters for Kevin Young and the BYU Cougars, 17-6 on the year, 5-5 in Big 12 conference play. Scott Drew's starting lineup includes Obi Agbum, 6'3", 5th-year player from Aurora, Colorado, transfer from Wyoming, averaging 11.5 points, 2 rebounds, a team high 3 assists per game. Agbum in double figures scoring for now 5 games in a row. Isaac Williams, the 4th in the starting lineup, 6'1", 192-pound sophomore from Oklahoma City, a transfer from A&M Corpus Christi, 6.5 points, 2 rebounds per game, his averages. Tunde Yesufu, another outstanding freshman in this league and in the nation. Yesufu, 6'5", 215-pound freshman from Cotonou, Benin. He is averaging 15.9 points per game in Big 12 play and 5.5 rebounds per game for Tunde Yesufu. Cameron Carr, Baylor's leading scorer all season, 6'5", 181-pound redshirt sophomore from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, a transfer from Tennessee. 17.6 points per game his average in Big 12 play, 19.6 per game, 5th best in the league overall. And Caden Powell to start of the post, 6'9", 224-pound senior from Midway High School in the Waco area, a transfer from Rice. 5.5 points, 4.9 rebounds per game, the averages for Caden Powell. 5 starters for Coach Scott Drew and the Bears, who are 13-10 on the season, 3-8 in Big 12 conference play. Scott Drew, Baylor's all-time winningest coach and coach of the 2021 national champions. Our 5 starters, 10 starters when you count both teams, brought to you by Baylor's Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game.
John, we mentioned this in the pregame. The one guy that kind of has gotten lost in the shuffle, unbelievably, is Richie Saunders. I mean, you got DeBanza coming in, one of the great freshmen, maybe the best freshman in the country. Rob Wright coming in with a lot of fanfare. Well, Richie Saunders was first team All Big 12 a year ago. And we said in the pregame, that's the guy that I think could be a bit of a wild card. It's kind of interesting. Kevin Young was asked after the big Kansas BYU matchup, Peterson and DeBanza, who the best player was, he said Richie Saunders.
That's pretty good.
So you got to watch him.
Yeah, preseason All Big 12 this year as well, along with DeBonsa, preseason All Big 12. And DeBonsa, the reigning Big 12 newcomer of the week. A couple of big games last week for the BYU Cougars. Our officials, Randy McCall, Bert Smith, and Darren George. Darren George, the off-season golf pro, will put the ball in the air. Tip control by BYU, and we are underway in Waco. BYU Cougars have a 7-6 all-time lead in the series over Baylor. Working around the perimeter, DeBonsa on the right wing. Big, tall, lean, 6'9". Gives it back to Richie Saunders. 12 to shoot for the Cougars. Give to DeBonsa. He'll drive on the baseline left. Kick outside to Saunders for three. It's short, no good. Rebound pulled down by Caden Powell.
Yeah, great way to start the game on the defensive end. That's a decent shot to finish the play.
Here's Cameron Carr. Nice give and go to Caden Powell, but he missed the lay-in, and the ball goes out of bounds. A little bit more than a lay-in, but it was defensed by BYU, but he got to the rim. Shot just wouldn't go down.
Yeah, it's a good look. I mean, I think it's a nice start. One possession, both teams. But I thought on the defensive side of the floor, and both teams still kind of feeling one another out here early, but the defense in terms of keeping BYU's guards out of the lane was really good. They had to settle with a long three-pointer. Not a bad look for Saunders, but that's not really where they really want the ball to be.
Well, here's an early review asked for by Scott Drew on that ball that went out of bounds and was awarded to BYU. I think it was Tunde Yesufu who was lobbying to review that one. We get a look at the replay, and he might be right.
Has been challenged.
It's Randy McCall, our lead official tonight. They'll take a look at it. Did you see that?
I did.
It looks like he might be right.
You know, and most of the time, it's a player that calls for the review.
Right.
And you've got to be careful with that because, you know, they're in the moment and they're competitors. And so if there's any chance they want the review, it's kind of interesting now. Anytime there's a questionable play, player puts that finger up in the air and signals, we want to look at that again.
Yeah, one of the new signs of the times
That's right.
in college basketball. Well, this review comes really early, 36 seconds into the game. Difference would be Baylor would maintain possession. If the ruling stands, then it will be BYU's ball.
Yeah, and again, just two teams that I think every possession in this game is really going to matter. Now, both teams know how to score. Number 2 in the league is BYU in scoring the ball at over 80 points a game. But every possession in a game like this is really going to matter. Most Big 12 games go down to 1 or 2 possessions. I think this is one that could certainly fall into that category.
Well, and we've told you before that David Kay and Josie Hutton, they keep track of who really lobbies for the review and what their record is.
Right.
They tell us Tunde is 1-0 this season, and Gabe Aubrey, who's the video coordinator for Baylor basketball, Gabe approved of this challenge also.
Okay, very good.
I think Gabe may be undefeated.
Let's see if Tunde can go to 2-0. Yep, he's gonna.
Yeah.
The ruling on the field has been overturned, or on the court has been overturned. The ball was off of the blue, offensive player. It'll be Baylor's ball.
All right, first win of the night for the Bears. They get an extra possession out of that with 19:24 on the clock here in the first half. Bears will inbound on their baseline. No Dan Skillings again tonight. Third game in a row that Dan has had that injured knee and won't be available to play. Here we go, back to play. Inbounds to Cameron Carr, top of the key. Gives it to Caden Powell, way outside. To Carr, deep three is good by Cameron Carr.
You know, you keep thinking when he launches one of those that he's out of his range or that's a shot that's really not in the half-court offense. He makes it 42% of the time. He's got the green light.
Really deep three by Carr. First points of the night, a 3-0 Baylor lead. Here's Saunders for BYU. Dribbles to the left baseline. Lobs it in the paint. Shot up and in. A dunk by Keba Keita on the assist by Saunders.
Yeah, nice play by Saunders. He draws so much attention to the defense because he can change the complexion of the game outside the three-point line. Left Keita wide open.
3-2 Baylor lead. Here's Carr. Thought about another deep three. Didn't take it. Drives into the paint. Fires it right side intended for Agbem, but over his head and into the stands.
I mean, he almost took some glasses off one of the ushers.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
saw it coming.
Jeez.
I winced the whole time. You could see it. She never did.
Yeah.
Dodged a bullet.
That's Sylvia over there, and glad she didn't take the brunt of that. BYU comes back, works it down low. Short shot is good. And that one by Saunders. It's a 4-3 lead for the Cougars. Isaac Williams on the perimeter, working against the defense of Rob Wright. Angles to the left side, passes back right to Carr, to Agbum in the paint, to Yesufu. Left side three is no good. Wright the rebound for the Cougars. We'll tell you when Wright has the ball, but just listen for the students behind us. You'll be able to tell. There's an air ball three by Kennard Davis, but saved by BYU. Drive by Wright, layup no good, tip no good, rebound Yesufu. Tunde Yesufu up the floor for the Bears, gives to Isaac Williams. To Yesufu on the left wing, drives in, baseline jumper, no. Tip Powell, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kennard Davis Jr.
That's a second really good look for Yesufu. That's his shot. A little fall away from about 12 feet along the baseline. Shot it too hard.
Here's A.J. Debonsa on the perimeter. He will drive all the way to the paint. Kicks right side. Three is up and in by Rob Wright.
You know, that's an area of his game that I think has improved dramatically from a year ago. He's a catch and shooter now. In fact, I think his way to the NBA is by assisting the ball, but he's become more of a scorer on this team.
Not a big guy when you look ahead to the NBA, 6'1". But his three puts BYU on top 7-3 after the Bears scored the first bucket of the night. Tunde Yesufu, left wing, backing down Saunders, outside to Agbum. Three ball is good. Left wing by Obi Agbum.
You know, he has been in double digits in each of Baylor's last 5 games. He's kind of been the missing piece of the puzzle. He has to score for the Bears to have success in this league.
7-6, Bears pull within 1. Right, top of the key, drives into the paint, scoops it up, shot no good. Loose ball picked up by Carr. The run out by Cameron Carr and the Bears. Drives, kicks, three, Yesufu is in. 3 made threes by the Bears, who lead it 9-7.
And that's a transition we talked about. If you get a defensive rebound, you immediately have the opportunity to get the ball in the open floor and beat, in this case, BYU back, who was slow in transition defense. Bears kind of on their secondary break. Cameron Carr came to the top of the key, retreated, just delayed a little bit to let Yesufu fill the right lane, and then it was catch and shoot.
Timeout on the floor called by Kevin Young and BYU. It'll be a full timeout. We will step aside. 9-7. Baylor up on BYU. 16-13 to play. First half from Foster Pavilion in Waco and here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey, remind you again, our Courtside cam is up and running here courtside in Foster Pavilion. It's brought to you by NextLink. NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Check it out, the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel, and you can look right into our courtside location here in Foster Pavilion, where the Bears lead it 9-7. Pat, 3 threes by the Bears from 3 different players. Carr, the first one, Agbum the second, and Tunde Yesufu the third.
Well, good. I mean, it's good that they're going in because 4 of their 6 field goal attempts have been threes. You know, when they're going in, keep shooting them, and you can tell Cameron Carr's got the green light. Agbum does as well. But I think it's a good start on the offensive end, obviously, when you make 3 threes by the first media timeout. But I think the key is, again, on the defensive side, the Bears have been pretty good. This is a team that is a prolific scoring team, BYU, second in the league in scoring offense. And right now they've not done a lot of damage other than in the lane. They've got 4 of their 7 points in the lane. They move the ball. You think of some of the old vintage Kansas teams, the Baylor National Championship team, in terms of its ability to just move the ball around the perimeter on the pass faster than defense can shift. That's what BYU does best.
Well, a couple of runs here early. Baylor had the first bucket of the game. BYU scored the next 7 points. Now the Bears have scored 6 unanswered to take the lead 9-7. BYU ball coming out of the timeout. Richie Saunders will inbound in front of us, immediately in front of the Baylor bench. BYU in the blue, and let's credit BYU. They can use the royal blue or the navy blue almost interchangeably and make it look good.
Yeah, I mean, they've got, it's kind of like the Oregon Ducks. I mean, they've got more uniforms.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got every color imaginable.
This is the royal blue with BYU and name and numeral on the back in white. Back to play. Kadeem Boop is on the floor for the Cougars out of the timeout. There's a drive by Wright, but a foul as he starts the drive. First of the night, it's on Baylor's Tunde Yesufu.
You know, and that's going to happen every time Rob Wright gets that matchup. He was guarded by Caden Powell. Powell's a really good defender, but Wright is cat quick and saw that matchup and immediately a couple of power dribbles into the lane and forced the foul on Powell.
Inbounds it comes to Wright, gives to DeBonsa, drives in, baseline left, shot no good, got his own miss. Spins, gets Carr off his feet, shot up and in by DeBonsa with the second opportunity.
I talked about the ability of BYU to get to the offensive glass, 11th in the country in offensive rebounds. That's their first offensive rebound and putback of the game.
9-9 our score, 15:30 on the clock, first half, Bears ball. Baylor wearing gold uniforms tonight on a gold out in Foster Pavilion. The Baylor script on the front. Oh, nice pass, Obi Agbum. Shot it to Caden Powell, but off his hands, he taps his chest, my fault.
Yeah, it's a really good look, but at that time, Powell is thinking, this is a shot, and I need to get in rebounding position. He thought that Agbum was a shooter, not a passer. I don't think he was ready for the pass, and it had a little bit of heat on it.
So BYU with the ball, game tied at 9, 15-12, first half. Keita, top of the key. Powell out on him. Here's Saunders. Saunders gives to DeBonsa. DeBonsa on the left wing, puts the ball on the floor, drives into the paint, pulls up, shot good. I don't know what you do to defend that.
Not much you can do. That little fall away, and he's 6'9". I mean, he's built like a guard, but he's 6'9", so he's got elevation on the shot and had to shoot it over Carr's length.
Makes it 11-9. BYU regains the lead. Powell takes the pass, drives in, and he's fouled on the shot. I think Caden Powell took that pass right about the right elbow, turned around. There was nobody between him and the basket.
Yeah, and they're using him. I mean, that's the third time they have gone to him and given him opportunities to score. He's a great screen setter, and what he's doing here more recently, not just this game, but a couple games prior, he's becoming a slipper. He'll fake the ball screen, slip to the basket, and has been more productive offensively because of it.
Caden Powell to the line. Foul was on Keba Keita. First free throw no good by Powell, shooting 62.5% from the free throw line in Big 12 play. Second one is good. Crowd is really filled in here. Nice atmosphere. Coach Drew is certainly lobbying for that. Baylor take advantage of the home game against the 22nd ranked Cougars. Bears trail by 1, 11-10. DeBonsa on the right wing, backing down Agbum into the paint, head fake, shot up, no good, tip, no good. Caden Powell had the rebound, lost it, went out of bounds, but last touched by Kadeem Boop.
And that's a big defensive rebound for the Bears. That's their 4th defensive rebound in the game. Said coming in, John, this team has struggled to be a really strong, for 40 minutes, defensive rebounding team. Not only is that make BYU one and done, but it feeds transition for the Baylor offense.
Baylor ball down by 1. Tunde Yesufu, right wing, working on Saunders. Spin, shoots over him, up and in. That's a tough shot. And a make by Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, that's his shot. Along the baseline, if he gets a guy on his hip, that time it was Saunders, a little mid-range jumper really along the baseline works.
DeBonsa drives, kicks it right side to Saunders. Shot no good. Caden Powell had the rebound, stripped away by Rob Wright, and he puts it in.
Yeah, he got the rebound up high, and then he took it down to his waist. When you take it to the waist and BYU is attacking the rebounder, you're in trouble. I think Wright just picked his pocket.
13-12 is the lead for BYU. Here's Powell giving an opening again to the rim. He lays it in, and a foul.
You know, it's sort of with BYU, if you take something away, you're going to give up something. And they're taking away looks on the perimeter, but what they're giving up is Powell. And Powell, for the second time tonight, is going to make a trip to the free throw line. And he's been a scorer tonight in this game. At least he's been a threat to score. And they're going to him.
Shot is up and in. 3-point play by Baylor's Caden Powell. And it is 15-13. The Bears regain the lead over the Cougars on that 3-point play. Rob Wright on the wing. Dribbles top of the key, gives to DeBonsa. DeBonsa drives into the paint, kicks right side. 3 by Boop, no good. Rebound Carr. Carr off to the races. Oh, and the two-man break, a 2-on-1, and he shot it over the head of Tunde Yesufu. Saved in bounds by BYU. Wright was coming up the floor, and Caden Powell fouls him because his teammates, 2 of them at least, thought the ball had gone out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they did. They had relaxed. In fact, you and I had relaxed. I thought it was just going to roll out of bounds. Wright retrieved it, and then they had numbers up the floor. Powell made a nice play. That's a goodie foul, and just killed the play about 30 feet from the basket. Otherwise, BYU had big numbers and was probably going to score.
You know what it did? It was headed out of bounds, and it hit Darren George on the backside.
Oh,
it stayed in bounds, and Rob Wright took advantage and knew that Baylor had relaxed, and he was headed up the floor.
Well, the Bears blew an opportunity. They got a defensive rebound at the other end. It was a perfect 2-on-1. The pass from Carr on the right to Yesufu on the left was way behind him.
There's Abdullah Ahmed on the floor, 6'10 sophomore from Cairo, Egypt. Cougars ball, DeBonsa. Right wing, Yesufu on him, into the paint, up with the shot, and good by A.J. DeBonsa.
There's nothing you can do about that. In fact, when he's got a guy on his hip, DeBonsa, he looked at the other 4 players and waved them out. Said, get away from me. I'm going to make something happen. He was closely guarded by Yesufu.
Vinnie Johnson style.
I think so.
Clear out.
Always obliged.
Here's Cam Carr, drives into the paint. Floater, good by Cam Carr. He's got 5 on the night. Baylor leads 17-15 with 12:15 to go. Drive on the baseline, reverse good by Richie Saunders. Boy, they have a fast pace. You can see why they score as high an average as they do.
Yeah, well, the Bears are 6 of 9 from the floor. We said before the game, BYU over the last 5 games anyway, has not been good at all defensively. Hasn't been hard to score thus far for the Bears.
Tied at 17, under 12 minutes to play, first half. Drive by Carr, he knifes in and lays it in for 2 more.
You're going to see more of that.
19-17, quick at the other end. Shot no good by Saunders. Here's James Najee on, and he claims the rebound for the Bears. Najee up the floor to Isaac Williams. Drives, kicks, 3 by Carr.
Boom.
Good left corner.
Those shots are not going to be hard to come by in this game. BYU is thinking more offense than they are defense, and Carr is ringing them up. He's got 10.
5-point lead, biggest of the night. Crowd is into it now. Here's A.J. DeBonsa. Around the screen of Ahmed, drives in, shot good. He took James Najee to the rack. 2 more for A.J. DeBonsa. He's got 8.
You know, he makes it look easy. In fact, it is pretty easy for him.
When you're 6'9", 212, and that athletic, it would be easy. Bears ball, Bears lead by 3, 22-19. Pass baseline left to Yesufu, turnaround jumper, good, and a foul. He was fouled by Richie Saunders. There's that turnaround baseline jumper. Yesufu knocks it down. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That's the shot that he is hunting every time the Bears get it. on their offensive side of the floor. He's going baseline, and when he catches it there and he's got one guy on his hip, that little turnaround jumper, you just can't defend it.
Nice start by Tunde Yesufu for the Bears. He's got 7. Baylor leads by 5. Timeout on the floor, 10:49 to play. First half. It's Baylor 24, BYU 19 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Well, just red-hot shooting out of the gate by the Bears. 9 of 12. They've made 4 of 5 threes, or 2 or 3 at the free throw line, and they've got a 5-point lead to show for it. BYU not too far behind. They've made 9 of 18 in the ball game. Interesting, BYU has taken 6 more shots than have the Bears, and it's because the Bears have turned it over 4 times. A couple of offensive rebounds for the Cougars, but the difference is those 4 turnovers. You can turn it over, but you don't want live ball turnovers. Each of those 4 has been, and BYU has 8 of its 19 points off just those 4 Baylor turnovers.
Bears lead right now by 5, 24-19, 10:49 on the clock, first half. Great start for the Bears, shooting well, and you know the stretch that Cam Carr, Tunde Yesufu, Obi Agbum are on for the Bears. Those 3 we mentioned earlier all played 40 minutes each in the game at Iowa State on Saturday. They have turned into to Baylor's big 3, if you will. And Josie Hutton tells us those 3 combined have scored 121 of Baylor's last 155 points.
Wow.
That's going back to Saturday at Iowa State. That's 78% of the points coming from those 3 guys.
You know, and John, for the better part of the first half of Big 12 play, it was a big 2. It wasn't a big 3.
Right.
And now Agbum has started to make some shots. Again, 5 games in a row, he's been in double digits. Off to a good one here. He has 3 down. But points in the paint, obviously, another big differential. BYU with 14 of their 19 in the paint. Most of those have come from DeBonsa, who has 8 points in the game. And when he gets it in the lane, you know, you're not going to guard him man-to-man.
Right.
You've got to have help from the perimeter. You do that, you're going to leave those shooters wide open.
You know, he's different, just seeing him for the first few minutes of this game, different than the freshman at Kansas, Darren Peterson, who's not as big. A.J. DeBonsa's 6'9", Peterson's what, 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, get that, yeah.
And can't stay on the floor. He didn't play last night, flu-like symptoms. But interesting to compare those freshmen. And Baylor's freshman, we're proud of him. Tunde Yesufu hits the free throw coming out of the timeout to give the Bears their biggest lead of the half now, 25-19. Cougars ball, DeBonsa on the right wing. Michael Ratai is off the Baylor bench, charged with guarding DeBonsa. He'll fire it left side, 3 by right, in and out, no good. Loose ball, scramble. Caden Powell has it for the Bears, trying to avoid being tied up, gets the ball away to Isaac Williams.
Great effort. I mean, they are coming after the defensive rebounder, BYU is. They are attacking Powell as they did there when he pulled the ball down.
There's ball. Yesufu, left wing, drives on DeBonsa. Pull-up jumper in the paint is good by Tunde Yesufu.
You're going to see a lot of that, both from Yesufu and I think from Carr, because BYU's first shot defense is not very good. It has not been good in this game.
Bears lead by 8, 27-19, 9:52 to play. DeBonsa drives and dunks it, but a whistle and a foul, an offensive foul that'll wipe out the basket. Foul is on Abdullah Ahmed prior to the shot.
You know, I was wondering how DeBonsa got so wide open. There was nobody within 5 feet of him as he dunked it home. Well, there's your answer.
Yeah.
Ahmed set an illegal screen on Ratai and was called for it. Bears get another stop, looking to increase an 8-point lead.
First personal on Ahmed, 4th team foul on BYU. Baylor has 2 team fouls. Isaac Williams fires it deep in the left corner to Cameron Carr. He dribbles out of there, gives back to Williams. Williams around the screen of Powell. Looks for Powell, can't get it to him. Gets to Ratai instead in the paint. Short jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Caden Powell to Yesufu. Kind of a half jump, and his shot is swatted by Ahmed. Breakaway the other way. Ball out of bounds, but a foul.
Yeah, I think Carr fouled him. Carr went for the ball. I mean, again, it shows you the respect they have for DeBonsa. It was DeBonsa on Carr in the open floor on the fast break in that transition. And Carr just said, you know, I got a foul to give. I'm going to go after the ball. If I don't get it, I'm going to get armed, but I've got a foul to give. I'm going to give it here.
Carr, Baylor's shot block leader on the season. He's got 31 of them, but he gets his first personal foul there. BYU inbounds. DeBonsa, right wing, shot is good, up and in from 15 feet out.
You know, at some point you have to double him. You got to bring somebody down from the perimeter when he gets the ball in scoring position, but if you do that, you just can't leave their perimeter shooters open.
27-21, Bears lead, pass right corner. Carr knocks down another triple. Cameron Carr, 13 in the first half. Bears lead by 9.
He had missed a shot in 5 attempts, and 3 of those are threes.
30-21 Baylor. DeBonsa a miss from outside the arc on the right wing. Bears rebound. Ratai got that loose ball. Gives to Carr into the front court. Give to Ratai. Drives back to Yesufu. Open look at a 3. It is good. Front iron and in by Tunde Yesufu. Fist pump in the air by Scott Drew. Timeout by Kevin Young and BYU.
And give Ratai credit on the assist. He got the ball on the Big 12 logo on Baylor's offensive end, and he was covered up. He immediately looked to the perimeter and found Yesufu wide open.
Timeout on the floor, 8:23 to play, first half. Baylor leads by 12 over the BYU Cougars, 33-21. Let's see if they're giving us a full timeout. They are. We will step aside. 8:23 to go. First half, Bears lead by 12 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam dunk cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do is true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, 80 degrees outside here in Central Texas today on February the 10th. But that pales in comparison, Pat, to how hot the Bears are shooting here in the first half.
Yeah, they made 12 of 17. They've made 6 of 7 threes. How about this, John? They've made 11 of their last 13 shots.
Wow.
And 12-point lead to show for that. And I think, it's a game where BYU is just going to make a run. They'll make a series of runs. But when you've got the opportunity to separate, Coach Drew talks about this all the time, got to take advantage of it. And they've separated to the tune of 12 points with 8:23 to go in the first half. Kind of interesting. When you're making shots, everything is good. I mean, look, Isaac Williams has 6 assists already. That's his conference Big 12 season high in this ball game. But something else, John, that might go unnoticed. We said how important it is for the Bears to defensive rebound the ball tonight. They've out-rebounded BYU 11-5. 9 of Baylor's rebounds are on the defensive side.
Wow.
That's big.
That's huge. Win that rebounding battle. You shoot like this, you got a really good chance to come out a winner.
Yeah, there aren't many offensive rebounds to get.
Well, that's true. That's very true. 33-21 is our score. Baylor on top by 12 over the Cougars. That was a timeout called by Kevin Young, his second called timeout in the first half. Bears up by 12. It'll be BYU's ball as play resumes. Baylor playing without Dan Skillings Jr. again tonight. He's missed now the last 3 games with that knee injury. Richie Saunders will inbound near side court. Drops it inbounds into the backcourt to Rob Wright, who attacks. BYU shoots to the basket to our right here in the first half. Give to Keba Keita. Keita's back on the floor. Boop goes back to the bench. Saunders driving on Ratai to baseline right. Ratai is holding his ground, and he passes it back out to Wright. Now Wright with 5 to shoot will drive in on Williams. Shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, Isaac Williams did everything right except stay on the floor. I mean, he just got lifted, did a great job, and Wright was pretty intent on taking the ball on the dribble to the rim. Never turned the corner on him, but Williams just could not stay on the ground when he got that last little head fake.
But he missed the shot, so he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Wright, really good free throw shooter on the year. He's 84% in Big 12 play. That is 9th in the league in conference games only. First one is good. Yeah, I was reminded this week about the game he had last year against BYU out there. Right. Remember that? He scored the last 14 points in regulation to force overtime. And BYU won the game in overtime. He missed the second free throw, 1 of 2.
I think he and Edgecombe scored the last 25 points of that game.
That doesn't sound possible,
no,
does
it
it?
doesn't.
33-22. Bears lead by 11. 7:45 and counting first half. Carr fires the ball left wing to Agbo. Dribbles into the paint, lost the handle, taken away by Wright. Flips it ahead to DeBonsa. He'll dunk it at the other end.
And there's another turnover that results in a bucket for BYU. They make you pay for your turnovers. That's 10 off of 5 turnovers by the Bears in the first half.
And it's a 9-point game, 33-24, Bears on top. Agbum back outside to Ratai. Ratai looks to drive, instead picks up his dribble, passes it back outside to Cameron Carr. 9 to shoot. Carr to Ratai underneath, extra pass to Powell. Jump hook, no good. Boy, he had it right there in great position. Shot just wouldn't fall. Right on the run out. Wright will take it, give to Keita. Shot blocked by Cameron Carr. Starts the break to Yesufu. He will miss the layup. Tip, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Obi Agbum has it for Baylor. To Yesufu. 3-ball left corner, no good. Ratai battling for the loose ball, but it's touched last by Rob Wright and out of bounds.
And that's 2 offensive rebounds by the Bears in that one possession. They're really doing the work on the glass, and they'll get yet another crack at it here with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Great work by Ratai and Powell.
Comes another big man off the BYU bench. It is Mihailo Bošković, 6'10", 225-pound senior from Uzice, Serbia. Inbounds it comes to Yesufu, trapped on the right corner, and he spins and gets out of there. I don't know how he did that. Give the ball to Agbum, off the hands of Powell, stolen by Wright. Layup is good by Wright on another turnover.
There's 12. I mean, every one of Baylor's turnovers has resulted in a bucket for BYU. That's back-to-back turnovers now by the Bears, and that 12-point lead has now dwindled down to 7 with 6:22 to go in the half.
It's Drew going to get Isaac Williams back in the game. Timeout Baylor. We will keep it right here. 6:22 on the clock. Well, the lead was 12, 33-21. Now it's 33-26. And it shrunk primarily because of Baylor live ball turnovers.
Yeah, you know, and the Bears have done a pretty good job taking care of the basketball. In fact, they had 9 at Iowa State, and Iowa State's a team that can really turn you over. But in this game, you know, 6 is not excessive. It's too many when the average, the goal every game is 11 or fewer. But when your live ball turnovers are just killers. If you throw it out of bounds, Coach Drew will tell them, if you're going to turn the ball over, make sure that it kills the play. Because BYU, think about it, they've gotten now roughly a third, almost a half of their points off of Baylor turnovers.
12 points off turnovers by BYU. They're still lead at 33-26. You can't feed the beast, as our coaches like to say.
You can't. And I think, too, John, when you get the ball that close to the rim on the offensive end, you got to score. You got to get the ball in the hole. You just do in a game like this. Bears have missed 2 or 3. Now, every one of those shots is contested. Nothing is easy, but still, that close to the basket, it's either a bucket or a couple of free throws.
All right, here's Isaac Williams back on the floor. He replaces Obi Agbum, who comes to the bench. So it is Williams, Yesufu, Ratai, Cameron Carr, and James Najee. It's an unusual 5 on the floor for Baylor right now.
It is. You know, but with a 7-man rotation, I guess with Najee it goes to 8. Well, no, it's more like 7. No, it's really not. Yeah, without Skillings. So you're going to see all sorts of different combinations.
It is Baylor's ball out of the timeout. Inbounds to Carr, gives to Williams. Shot in the paint. No good. Point blank range, shot it over right, and it hit the back rim and bounced out. Right on the run out. And lost the handle, got it back. Nearly turned it over himself. Gives the ball back to A.J. Debonsa. Debonsa between the rings. Looks at his options, gets a screen from Keita. Now on the right wing, drives into the paint, shot up and in by Debonsa.
You know, it really, John, is him just clearing the floor. He's looking for a ball screen, something to give him a head start, and then he just goes to work. He doesn't miss at that other end, at their offensive end. Bears got to take advantage of their scoring opportunities close to the basket on theirs.
That is 7 unanswered by BYU to close within 5, 33-28. There is a drive by Carr. His shot swatted out of bounds. He was kind of didn't have real control of the basketball. But it is Baylor's ball to inbound on their baseline with 10 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Bears made 12 their first 17. They have now missed their last 6, and most of those were point-blank range.
Inbounds to Ratai, to Yesufu. Drive, layup, good by Tunde Yesufu.
Big bucket. Again, I think he and Carr are going to have open pathways to the lane.
35-28. Baylor leads by 7 over the 22nd ranked BYU Cougars. Here's Debonsa backing down Isaac Williams. Mid-post on the right side, spins in the paint, shot up and in by Debonsa.
You know, we said before the game, he's going to get his points. He's going to get 28 or 29. He's averaging 29 in the 4-game losing skid that BYU is in the middle of. He just knows how to score.
And he's got 16 here in the first half with 4:50 to play. Baylor's ball, Bears lead by 5, 35-30 over the Cougars. Isaac Williams gives to Yesufu straight away. Yesufu working on Keita, trying to get past him. Gets him in the air, puts up the shot. It's no good. Yesufu knew what he was doing. He drew the foul, and he'll have 3 free throws.
You know, Keita is a little block happy, and that's part of the scouting report. A little head and shoulder fake with a guy that likes to block shots is going to get him lifted. That's exactly what Yesufu did. I mean, there was nothing in that possession. He was looking for a shot with about 3 seconds to go on the shot clock, launched one, and all he could do was draw the foul on the 3. He'll get 3 free throws.
You know, I think that was a scouting report play there by Yesufu because he got fouled and he immediately looked to the Baylor bench with a big smile on his face like, hey, that's exactly what you showed us.
That's it. Oh, he's the shot blocker. Okay, let's see what we can do to get him lifted. And I mean, really a beautiful play. And it saved a possession. Not only does it save it, if he gets 2 more free throws down, it's a 3-point possession at a good time for the Bears. Second one's good.
First 2 are down by Tunde Yesufu. He's got 17 points in the first half. Yesufu averages 15.9 per game in Big 12 play. looking for his 18th point of the first half here at the line.
Some really good players on the floor, aren't there?
As evidenced by the play and the scouts, the NBA scouts that are here. 21 of them representing 15 teams.
Those are big free throws. 3 good free throws by Yesufu. Turned a go-nowhere kind of possession into a 3-point possession. Gets the Bears back up by 8.
38-30, Bears on top. DeBonsa on the right wing will drive to the right baseline. He is fouled by Isaac Williams. Oh, I'm sorry, by Michael Ratai. Ratai's first personal foul. That is only the 15th foul on the Bears, so they've done a good job controlling that.
Yeah, I mean, it's that play was either see him go around you or foul him on his way to the basket, and you got one to give. It's a smart foul.
Will be Agnew back on the floor. Caden Powell back on the floor. Ratai and Najee to the Baylor bench. BYU to inbound on their baseline, trailing 38-30 to the Bears. 4:22 first half. Inbounds to DeBonsa, working against Carr. Spins, doesn't shoot, kicks it out, and Rob Wright rattles home a 3.
That's what I was talking about earlier. If you double down from the perimeter, and that's what the Bears did on DeBonsa, you just had to. Somebody's open. That time it was Rob Wright.
Smart play by DeBonsa. He knew the double team was there. This is a true freshman for the Cougars. 38-33, Bears lead by 5. Under 4 minutes first half. Isaac Williams, right wing. He will drive into the paint, spins back right, gives it to Carr, spins, scoops it up and in.
Yeah, Isaac Williams was the guy that was the catalyst on that play. Got the ball right onto the Big 12 logo and was just looking for somebody at the perimeter. He found Carr.
That's 15 in the first half by Cameron Carr. Baylor leads by 7, 40-33. 3 minutes, 28 seconds to play. DeBonsa, jumper right side, but an offensive foul on BYU.
Yeah, you cannot play defense any better than Cameron Carr just did. You know, when DeBonsa is going to the basket, you can't plan to meet him at the rim. You got to beat him to a spot. And Carr figured out what that spot was, got there, and planted himself, and DeBonsa, with his left arm, just pushed Carr to the ground. Great defensive play. Bears needed to stop. They got one with 3:25 to go in the half.
So Carr, the driving layup at one end, and the stop of A.J. DeBonsa at the other gets us to a timeout. 3:25 to play, first half. Our score, Baylor 40, BYU 33. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics. Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
A nice moment during the timeout. The Baylor women's basketball team, head coach Nikki Collin out on the floor throwing gold T-shirts into the crowd. Pat, they've got a big game coming up on Thursday. The Baylor women, now the highest-ranked team in the Big 12. They're up to number 12 in the nation this week, hosting number 17 TCU. This is a gold game presented by Magnolia Realty on Thursday. Fans encouraged to wear gold. Pre-game entertainment from a magician, Carl Michael. They're breaking out all the stops there. First 1,500 fans will receive free gold palms. Students, 500 free replica gold jerseys. Those wearing gold can take advantage of a concession discount, and students can enjoy a student happy hour from the time doors open until tip-off. Half-priced hot dogs, pizza, water, and soft drinks with a valid Baylor ID. And then a matchup between the top two teams in the Big 12. On the women's side, Baylor at 10-2 in the league, TCU at 10-3.
Ooh, well,
How about that?
Yeah, it's really good. This is a pretty good matchup as well, as it's kind of 2-on-2 in this game. You've got Devonta and Wright have combined for 27 of BYU's 33, and on the Baylor side, two guys, Yesufu and Carr, have combined for 33 of Baylor's 40. And in this game, this is not a grinded kind of game like Houston or Iowa State, where it's just almost impossible to score. BYU defensively has just not been good in Big 12 play, and the Bears are not really having to work as hard for shots, shooting a high percentage. So shot selection is good, and then BYU has not offered a lot of resistance.
Here we go, back to play. Bears lead by 7, 40-33. Yesufu gets it, baseline left, passes back out. Now right corner, three by Carr, in and out. Wow, that did not miss by much. And on the rebound, Richie Saunders steps out of bounds. That's a turnover in the backcourt.
Yeah, John, just looking at the stat sheet during the media timeout, another big stat in this game. Bears have out-rebounded BYU 17-7 in this game. We said any Big 12 game, rebounding really matters. In this one, the Bears have not been able to defensive rebound very well. BYU, one of the most prolific offensive rebounding teams in the league.
To correct that, it wasn't Saunders with the turnover, it was Hadim Boop. Got the rebound and stepped his big right foot on the out-of-bounds line. Here's Carr, three, straight away, front iron, no good. Right the run out, into the paint, scoops it up and in for Rob Wright.
And that's what happens at the other. We've talked about good shot selection. That was not good shot selection really by Baylor. A very quick three from Cameron Carr, and a bad shot or a quick shot results in transition opportunities, as we saw there for BYU, and they scored.
The lead is 5 for the Bears, 40-35. Pass by Powell into the left corner to Obi Agbum, too high and out of bounds. Turnover, Baylor.
Yeah, at least that one's a dead ball turnover. That's 7 turnovers by the Bears in the first half. And in a game like this, a top 25 team, BYU, you just don't have that much room for error.
So Cougars have the ball back, down by 5, 2.5 minutes to play, first half. Here's Saunders on the right wing. Saunders drives into the paint, shot short, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, ooh, and a whistle and a foul is called. Cameron Carr whistled for the foul. Man, he thought he had all ball on that putback attempt by Richie Saunders.
Yeah, and Richie Saunders is probably the best rebounding guard in the Big 12. In fact, he's number 12 in the Big 12 standings in rebounding, and is second on this team. He gets 7.2 rebounds a game. I think it's Keita at 7.4, but this guy is sneaky. I mean, he's 6'5", so he's got a good size, but he goes relentlessly to the glass.
Saunders at the line for 2. First one is good. Foul was on Cameron Carr, his second, only the 16th foul on the Bears. Saunders shooting free throws, 79% in Big 12 play. It was only his 3rd point of the first half, make it 4 as he hits both free throws. So Saunders, the one guy that's held below his average so far.
Yeah, and that's really the only negative in the first half. Bears 7 turnovers, 14 points for BYU off those turnovers. Wow.
Bears lead, cut to 3, 40-37. Nice pass underneath. Caden Powell contested at the rim, shot no good. Saunders the loose ball. Saunders up the floor to Devonta. Devonta baseline left, shot up, no, and a foul. It's going to be on Carr, who picks up his 3rd.
Yeah, and John, at the other end of the floor, that's what I was talking about earlier. You get the ball that close to the rim, you have to score, or you just have to get points, whether it's a bucket or free throws or a combination of the two. The Bears have squandered several opportunities in the lane with the ball, scoring position, and come away empty.
Here's A.J. Devonta to the free throw line for the first time tonight. You see how many free throw opportunities he's had this year?
I'm looking now. Unbelievable.
90 in Big 12 play, 195 free throws on the season.
You know, most of the time, all you can do is foul him.
Yeah. Carr, the most for Baylor, 125 free throw attempts on the year. DeBunza makes good on his 2 free throws. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, and it was a 12-point lead for the Bears about 8 minutes ago, and then turnovers just began to, at a minimum, disrupt the momentum that the Bears had offensively.
40-39, Baylor leads by 1 with 1:40 to play. Isaac Williams bounces to Yesufu. Yesufu jump pass back outside to Agbum, around the perimeter to Ratai. Drives in, cut off by DeBunza. He'll jump, shoot. Looked like a block, but a foul is called on A.J. DeBunza. He fouled Michael Ratai.
Yeah, it's another good look in the lane. And great movement around the horn. And Ratai found himself open at the Big 12 logo, caught it, and then in traffic, just finished the play. That's what we were talking about again. You just got to get something when you catch the ball that close to the rim against this defense. He'll get 2 free throws.
Second personal on A.J. DeBunza. Ratai at the line. First one no good. Off the left side of the rim and bounces to the right. Ratai, the transfer from Oregon State. 77% at the line in Big 12 play. Second one is up and no good. He missed them both. You don't give Magnolia cupcakes when your own team misses 2 in a row. Lead is 1, 40-39. Bears, minute 18 to go in the half. Here's Rob Wright, drives on Williams. Layup, good by Wright. And BYU regains the lead, 41-40.
Yeah, and you just can't let him do that. I mean, when he turns the corner on you and gets the ball into the lane, he's got a great ability to finish, whether it's at the rim or pulling up and little 12-13 mid-range jumper.
15 in the first half by Rob Wright. Cougars lead by 1, final minute. Drive to the baseline by Williams. Reverse layup, rolls off, no good. Loose ball out to Agbum. Isaac Williams gets up holding his head, took a hard fall to the floor. Now back up into the play. Gets the ball, drives, shot, no good, but a foul. Isaac Williams does a good job to draw that contact and get 2 free throws. Foul charge to Mihailo Bošković.
Yeah, well, to finish the half, Bears need to maintain the momentum or regain the momentum that they had for the better part of the first half. BYU in the midst of an 8-0 run over the last 2-17, and the Bears have made just 3 of their last 12. They're going to have points here. Second trip to the free throw line in as many possessions.
Isaac Williams, first free throw is good. That's his first point tonight. Ties the game at 41 apiece. 36.3 seconds to play, first half. Second one rattles out. Bošković can't claim the rebound. Richie Saunders does. Baylor 41, BYU 41. Under 30 seconds to go before halftime. Rob Wright dribbles on the perimeter. Obi Agbum closest to him. 6 seconds difference in the 2 clocks. They can run it. Kevin Young signals the play. Wright to DeBunza way outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Rob. He'll drive in. Layup. No good. Tip. No good. Offensive rebound by Boot. To Bošković for 3. It is no good. 2 seconds to go. Ratai can't get the shot away. It hit the rim at the other end, but it would have come after the buzzer. Pat, we reach halftime. Baylor and BYU tied at 41.
Well, they finished the first half with a defensive stop, and that's important because they're going to need a lot more of those here in the second half. This game's being played at the pace that we kind of expected it would. A lot of scoring on a game that is on pace to end in the 80s. A lot of offense, and the Bears squandered, I thought, the momentum that they had for the better part of the first half by turning it over in bunches and allowing BYU to get points off those turnovers. And then I thought missed some shot opportunities in the lane at crucial moments when they're trying to hang on to a lead. Bottom line, though, is a nice first half by the Bears. Were able to go up by 12, finish halftime tied at 41.
We started the night talking about the big 3 for both Baylor and BYU. It was the big 2 in the first half for both these teams. 18 points for Tunde Yesufu, 15 for Cameron Carr. Equal numbers for BYU, 18 for A.J. DeBunza, 15 for Rob Wright III. We reach halftime, tied at 41. Bears and Cougars back to begin our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love
louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra, built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Halftime from Foster Pavilion. Baylor and BYU after 20 minutes of play tied at 41 apiece. Welcome into the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. Bluebonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Pat will give us all the first half stats. That'll be heavy Cam Carr, Tunde Yesufu, Rob Wright, and A.J. DeBonsa in just a few minutes. But suffice to say, dead even, 41 apiece, Baylor and BYU at the half. Let's check what else is going on in Baylor athletics. Baylor softball is playing at this hour. Let's go and check a score on that. Baylor and South Dakota State started at 5 o'clock at Getterman Stadium. Then they'll go to San Diego to play in the San Diego State Tournament beginning on Thursday. This is season opening week for Baylor baseball. 3-game series against New Mexico State at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. Games Friday at 4, Saturday at 2, and Sunday at 1 for Baylor and New Mexico State. And we mentioned women's basketball in action Thursday night, 6 p.m. tip-off here in Foster Pavilion. The Baylor women hosting TCU. Showdown for first place in the Big 12. The winner of that game will be alone in first place at the end of the night. Hopeful of a really big crowd for the Baylor women. Ranked now number 12 in the nation. Highest ranked team in the Big 12 on the women's side. Playing TCU in a gold out on Thursday at 6 p.m. here in Foster Pavilion. You're caught up on what's going on in Baylor athletics. Take a break. When we come back, Pat will have all the first half stats on the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. Brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Halftime score, Baylor 41, BYU 41 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Energy, passion, unforgettable moments. That's Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. From walk-off wins to jaw-dropping defense, this team delivers excitement every time they take the field. And season tickets put you right in the middle of it. Lock in your seat for every pitch, every rally, and every big moment this spring. Season tickets guarantee your spot for marquee matchups against Texas, Texas A&M, and more. Get your Baylor softball season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We're at halftime here in Foster Pavilion. Bears and Cougars tied at 41 apiece. Interesting, two players have combined for 33 of BYU's points, and then two Baylor players have combined for 33 of Baylor's 41 points in the first half. Baylor got 18 from Yesufu, Carr with 15 in the first half. Each of those two guys had a couple of rebounds and an assist to go along with their points. A.J. DeBonsa with 18 for BYU, had a couple of rebounds. Rob Wright with 15, a couple of rebounds and an assist for him as well. Both teams shot it pretty well. Baylor cooled off pretty dramatically to finish the half. In fact, at one point, the Bears had made 12 of 17 shots and 6 of 7 threes. Now at halftime, they're 14 of 29 from the floor, and they've made 6 of 10 threes, 7 of 11 at the free throw line. Compare that to 5 of 6 at the line for BYU, who shot it at 51.5%. They made 2 of 9 threes. That's just 22%. Really didn't need much of those, as DeBonsa was doing the heavy lifting on the inside, Wright on the outside. Most of Wright's damage really was inside the lane, finishing at the rim. Other individual scoring for the Bears, 4 points for Caden Powell. He added 4 rebounds as well. A bucket for Obi Agbum. Got that early. That's his only shot of the game, was a made 3, and that happened within the first couple of minutes of the ball game. Isaac Williams, 0 for 2 from the floor, has just 1 point, and does have, though, 6 assists in the game. 6 of Baylor's 9 assists provided by Isaac Williams in the first half. 2 players played, did not score. That's Najee and Ratai. Najee with a rebound in the first half, Ratai with 4 rebounds in the first half. BYU scoring besides those 2 big 3. Only 2 other guys scored in the first half. Richie Saunders, 6 points, 6 rebounds in the first half. And then a bucket for Keba Keita, who did not have a rebound in the first half. Their leading rebounder played only 11 minutes and 46 seconds, did not get a rebound. Speaking of rebounds, Bears won that battle in the first half, 19-15. Bears win the battle of the backboards. 7 offensive rebounds for the Bears, which resulted in 6 second chance points. 5 offensive rebounds for BYU, which resulted in just 4 second chance points. Really the only difference statistically in the ball game of note is the turnover battle. Bears turned it over 7 times, which BYU was able to turn into 14 points. So 14 of BYU's 41 came off of 7 Baylor turnovers. Cougars just didn't turn it over 3 times is all in the first half. Bears got nothing from those turnovers. Bears with 9 assists on 14 made buckets, 6 assists for BYU on 17 made buckets in the first half. So all that culminates in a deadlock here at halftime, 41 apiece. And before we break here, let me have us pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222BC Waco, K265BB Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Well, a lot of offense in this game. See if the Bears can continue that, get some stops when they really count down the stretch here, as this game is still very much up for grabs. We're tied at halftime, BYU 41, Baylor 41, here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the President's Day sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, and the choice is yours. Drive home a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler Sahara or Rubicon with $10,000 off MSRP. Ford owners get an extra $2,000 in bonus savings, or step up to a 2025 Jeep Gladiator.
Aaron, are you still there, or is Dr. Goodall there?
$12,000 off MSRP. Inventory's moving fast, and selections are getting...
It is me for a few more minutes. They're in the post game.
Okay, gotcha. Good deal.
Yeah, they ruled them.
Come by.
It's quick.
Let's be friends.
Yeah, it was.
Our data caps and throttling.
I like it. I can go home and enjoy the game.
Yeah.
You know, cast it to my TV.
That's very good.
Yeah, perfect. Worked out perfect.
Oh, that is good.
No throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor
IPL.
Athletics.
Go check it out. They'll check it out.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman,
3,000
America's
car.
trusted
That
brand
could be a
name
factor.
in cleaning.
Yeah, for
3,000
sure.
for ER and urgent care.
Because who else can guard the bouncer?
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Nobody.
As we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears.
Yeah. I mean, they had more than 7.
Live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
That'll wrap up the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report, brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. 41-41 our score, about to begin the second half. Pat, let's revisit your keys at the start of the game. How have those played out through the first 20 minutes?
Well, the defensive rebounding has been really good.
Yeah.
In fact, we said coming in, the Bears needed to keep off the offensive glass. The 11th best offensive rebounding team in the nation in BYU. They've done a good job of that. Bears have, of their 19, 12 defensive rebounds. So pretty good check mark there. I think, too, with those defensive rebounds, Bears have the ability to score in transition. They were able to do that early, not as much late, but I think that's still an opportunity for them. They had just 3 fast break points in the first half, but they had opportunities. They were able to get the ball off of defensive rebounds up the floor before BYU could really get set defensively, and got some high percentage shots because of it. And I think, John, the third one was just relentless effort. That's the one thing you've been able to consistently count on from this Baylor team, even when they were going through some really hard times. And most of that effort's going to show up on the defensive side of the floor. I think it's been, for the most part, difficult for BYU to score. You never got the impression that the Cougars were comfortable, always felt a little bit off balance, but the saving grace for them is A.J. DeBonta. He always looks comfortable, and he looks really easy.
I would say to the tune of 18 points in the first half, 8 of 11, shooting 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Tied at 41, Bears and Cougars. Bears led by as much as 12 at the 8:32 mark in the first half. That was the point. 33-21 was the score when BYU called a timeout, kicked it into gear, and went on a pretty good run right there.
And you know, the Bears 7 turnovers in a half, not the end of the world, but what they did was bunch them together. It seemed like there were 2 or 3, in some cases, possessions in a row where the Bears turned the ball over. And not only does that kill an opportunity to score, more times than not, BYU is able to get a bucket at the other end. In fact, they've got 14 points, as I said, at halftime, off Baylor's 7 turnovers.
Well, factor this in for what it's worth. Baylor is 13-1 this season when they're leading or tied at the half. We are tied here, 41 apiece. About to begin the second half. Randy McCall, one of our officials, getting a TV cable moved out of the way before we begin the second half. It'll be Baylor's ball. Bears in the gold uniforms at home. They'll shoot to the basket to our right in front of their team bench here in the second half.
You made a good point, John, at halftime. Cameron Carr picked up his third personal late in the first half. Going to be playing here in the second with those three.
Could be a factor. Yesufu drives in, drops it off for Powell. Powell a head fake, and he's up and in with the bucket.
Yeah, Yesufu was the guy that made that happen, but that's the kind of bucket, when you get it that close to the rim, you have got to capitalize. You can't leave those kind of points on the table.
Bears regain the lead, 43-41. DeBonsa drives into the paint, kicks left corner. Saunders three, no good. Too strong. Rebound, Isaac Williams. Williams into the front court for Baylor. Back to Agbum. Agbum held in check. He's been in double figure scoring 5 games in a row, but only 3 in the first half. Here's another pass to Caden Powell, and he's fouled as he goes up for the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and immediately Coach Drew points at Isaac Williams and said, that's what I'm talking about. You've got to have paint touches and make BYU guard you. It's a team that is not known as a defensive kind of team. That's not their identity. And so Williams just doing what the scouting report says to do, and that's get the ball in the lane.
The foul was on Keba Keita, and that's his third personal foul. He's their starting big man. First free throw is good by Powell. Second one also good. Couple of free throws. And the Bears have outscored BYU 4-0 to start the second half.
Yeah, the Bears have moved Tunde Yesufu to guard DeBonsa. They pulled Carr off of him because of those 3 fouls. That's a pretty good matchup.
That's a really good matchup. You could put an isolation camera on those two for the rest of the night. DeBonsa dribbles on the perimeter. Switch, now Caden Powell, drive, dunk. He went around Caden Powell and jammed it home.
Well, what the Bears were doing was switching on screens. There was a screen set, ball screen for DeBonsa, and that switch resulted in Powell trying to keep DeBonsa out of the lane. Not going to happen.
First points of the second half by the Cougars. Drive by Isaac Williams, shot no good, but a foul. He ends up on the floor. He'll go to the free throw line. Foul is on Rob Wright, his first tonight.
You know, it's a good start by the Bears here in the second half. They've had 3 possessions, scored on the first 2, have a chance for 2 more points if Williams could get these free throws down on the third.
Well, it's a game where free throws may be really, really crucial for the Bears. Right now they're 9 of 13. They get 10 of 14 with that one.
It's good. Baylor number 14 in the league in free throw shooting. Right at 63%. Number needs to come up. Hard to win a close game, and this one's headed to be a close game.
Yeah, I would say. Oh, second one rims out. But an offensive rebound by Yesufu to Powell for the dunk. Wow!
Unbelievable play by Tunde Yesufu. He just went up and swiped it from 2 or 3 BYU players and then found Caden Powell wide open.
48-43. It ends up being an unconventional 3-point play. Here's a drive by Wright. The reverse layup is in. And there's going to be a foul on Caden Powell.
Talk about an incredible play now. We saw one freshman at one end for Baylor make a highlight reel kind of play. And then DeBonsa is literally falling to the ground. He knew the foul had already occurred. And somehow he was able to flip the ball in off the backboard with some English and give himself a 3-point play opportunity.
Wow.
Powell was trying to keep him from getting a shot off, and he does get it with the made free throw. Unbelievable play.
I said right, but it was A.J. DeBonsa adds the free throw. Somebody's got to help in the backcourt. Nobody was back there with Obi Agbum.
The entire arena was going to help him.
That's a good assist by the crowd. It is 48-46. Bears lead by 2. 2 minutes in, second half. Tied 41 apiece at halftime. DeBonsa with the 3-point play. Now 23 points on the night with 18 minutes to play. Here's Agbum. His 3 is blocked. And would have been worked like a pass to Powell, but he had turned around in rebounding position, and BYU takes the ball. Boop gives to DeBonsa. Now to Rob Wright on the right wing. Wright will drive to the baseline. Shot up and in for Wright.
It's a tough play. He is a really, really good player. And, John, one thing he's learned to do this year, maybe he had the capability but didn't have to as much, is score the basketball. Give him now 17 in the game.
48-48 our score. 17-19 to play. And Carr has his pocket picked by Saunders. Steal, layup at the other end. Carr was tracking him, but with 3 fouls, he had to back off.
Yeah, and that's 8 turnovers now. And, John, the big number around turnovers is points off turnovers. 16 points now for BYU.
Cougars take the lead, 50-48. For Baylor, here's Williams on the baseline. Give to Carr, shot blocked. 3-point attempt blocked by Saunders. Starts the break the other way. Give, layup, good by Kennard Davis Jr.
And that's a block shot at the other end of the floor that just fueled the transition opportunity for BYU. Coach Drew's going to call a timeout.
Bears had a 5-point lead, 48-43, then a 9-0 run by BYU. Timeout Baylor with 16:40 to play. Cougars have the lead, 52-48 over the Bears on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Spring in Waco means one thing: Baylor baseball on Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. From big home runs to big-time moments, this season is packed with must-see action. Season tickets are on sale now, giving you the best seats, the best value, and every unforgettable play all spring long. Don't just hear the crowd, be a part of it. Get your Baylor baseball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Everything we do for you. Slam dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
52-48, BYU has the lead over Baylor, 16:40 to play, second half. Trying some mid-court shots here at halftime. A guy was randomly picked from the stands, and he almost hit it. And then here comes DJ Lagway out of the stands, which gets the crowd pumped up.
You know, he's a bit of a ringer win. Okay, so he misses not by much the 2 half-court shots, but then he walks up and comes just this close to just dunking the ball.
it.
I thought, okay, this is not your average random member of the crowd.
Right.
And, John, in this one, you mentioned the 9-0 run before the break over a span of 1:35 seconds, fueled by 2 block shots by BYU. Into transition they go, they score. And then a live ball turnover by Cameron Carr into transition. BYU goes down the other end and scores. That is 6 fast break points for BYU. 6 of their 9 in the 9-0 run have come off of either a really good defensive play that fueled transition or a turnover.
Cougars lead by 4. Baylor basketball brought to you in part by Hellberg's. Fans, don't miss out on Texas Top 50 Barbecue. Located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Here's who get the ball back, and John started the second half really well. Scored on each of their first 3 possessions. And then just those mistakes that are made that kind of get bunched together. And one thing BYU has done is feed off of whatever mistake the Bears have made. And a block shot, not necessarily a mistake, but when it's a quick shot or a bad shot that BYU is in good position to defend, that's another thing.
Yeah, points off turnovers tonight stands at 16-0.
Yep.
BYU leading Baylor.
That's a big number, too.
That's pretty big in a 4-point game. Bears inbound. Carr inbounds. Inbounds pass tipped by Saunders, but finds its way to Obi Agbem. There's ball. Bounces to Powell. Ball knocked away by Boop from behind. Baylor maintains possession. 10 to shoot. Carr way out on the perimeter. Around the screen of Powell. Carr with 5 to shoot. Drives, layup, good
Nice.
by Cameron Carr.
That's a great way to save the possession. That possession, the ball was going sideways. Bears weren't able to get the ball into the lane. Finally, Cameron Carr got a head start with the ball screen and finished.
52-50. BYU leads over Baylor. DeMonsa passes underneath to Kennard Davis. Head fake, got 2 defenders off their feet, and Kennard Davis has his second bucket of the second half.
That's the 28th point in the paint for BYU in the game.
Wow.
You think of those guys as a perimeter team, a three-point shooting team. They've done the heavy lifting in the lane.
54-50, BYU leads Baylor. Agbem drives on the right baseline. Passes in traffic to Powell, knocked away and stolen. Turnover Bears. DeBonsa the other way to Davis. Davis kicks left corner, 3 by Wright, no good. Rebound Cameron Carr. Carr wrapping up that ball with both arms as BYU was slapping at it. Up the floor, pass deflected. Baylor maintains possession. Yesufu, short range shot off the rim, no good.
It's a really good look. Big, strong rebound, offensive rebound, but Yesufu just couldn't get it over the length that he was faced with. I think it was from Boop.
Tadine Boop down low. Here's a miss by Wright, but Boop is there for the follow basket.
Yeah, that time Powell had to come from the weak side to defend the shot, and that left Boop wide open on the offensive rebound on the weak side.
56-50 is the lead for BYU. Under 15 minutes to play. Long way to go in this game. Obi Agbem dribbles to the left wing, gives to Carr, top of the key. He drives on Saunders, stops, passes back outside to Agbem. He tries to drive and he's cut off by Boop. Give to Williams. Williams head fake, leaner, no good. And the rebound pulled down by DeBonsa. DeBonsa puts the ball in the hands of Rob Wright. Gives to Saunders, drives in from the left corner, working against Carr, and he blocked the shot. Playing with 3 fouls, he still gets the block. And Carr drives, and he's bumped in the open floor.
That's a courageous play by Carr at the other end to get that block. That's on a drive by Saunders, who was a year ago first team all Big 12, but he played it beautifully and met him at the top when he released the shot, got all ball, and then to the other end of the floor he went 94 feet and draws the foul at the end.
Foul on Kennard Davis, his first, team's third in the second half. It gets us to a timeout. 14-18 to play. BYU's 56, Baylor 50. Back after this word from Toyota.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
A reminder about our Courtside Cam brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Thanks to NextLink, you can tune in our Courtside Cam right now. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel and look right into our spot here inside Foster Pavilion.
You know, John, in the first half, we talked about how BYU was not really hard to score on. Bears were able to put 41 on the board by halftime. In the second half, you got to give BYU credit. They have stiffened up defensively. In fact, over the last 5 games, BYU's defense has been ranked 350th out of 365 schools. That's bad.
Yeah.
But in this second half, it has been very difficult for Baylor to score, and that defense by BYU has fueled offensive opportunities repeatedly. Right now, BYU in the midst of a 13-2 run. Good news is Bears down by just 6. It was tied at halftime. Still plenty of time left to play in this game, but they're trying to get back to the same level of momentum, just rhythm that they had in the first half. It's been elusive here in the second.
Cougars lead by 6, 56-50. That's after Baylor came out and built a 5-point lead to start the second half. Added up, it's a 13-2 run over the last 3 minutes, 56 seconds by BYU. Bears go back to the floor with Isaac Williams, Caden Powell, Tunde Yesufu, Cameron Carr, and Michael Ratai. You know, we've seen this before with Carr. When he gets in foul trouble, I think he's a smart enough player to know how to avoid fouling when he gets in trouble.
Yeah, it's a good point. That's why Coach Drew could start him and play him significant minutes. In fact, he's played the entire second half and has made plays. It's not like he's backed off. He's backed off when he's had to, but he's made big plays. None bigger than the one he just made to get the ball on the Baylor's offensive end.
Yeah, the block shot of Saunders' shot.
Yeah.
Baylor's ball, down by 6, 14:09 and counting, second half. Carr feeds Williams right wing. Williams drives into the paint, bumps into Saunders, shot up, rolls off, no good.
Well, those are shots we've been talking about all game. That one's just got to go down, left it short on the rim.
Kay to the rebound, the outlet to Richie Saunders. His runner is good.
And that's the difference. I mean, on Baylor's offensive end, just could not get that identical shot in, identical to the one that Saunders just made. Now, this guy is an experienced player, first team All-Big 12 a year ago.
58-50, that is the biggest lead tonight by the BYU Cougars at 8 points. 13:33 to play. Isaac Williams to Carr on the right wing, drives baseline, passes baseline to Yesufu. He's double teamed, dribbles out of there. Passes to Ratai, right wing. Ratai, free throw line jumper, no good to beat the shot clock. Rebound, Caden Powell. Got his defender off his feet, shot up and in.
And that's 4 on Cada. So he's going to have to sit, and I'm telling you, that is just what the doctor ordered. That possession, again, was going nowhere, and Caden Powell bailed him out. Not only does he get that little right hook over his left shoulder, he's fouled in the process. Cada's going to have to take a seat. We still have 13-15 to go. This guy's the leading shot blocker and rebounder for the Cougars.
Wow, big time by Caden Powell to get the offensive rebound first and give yourself a chance. Now the free throw, and it's good. 3-point play by Caden Powell. Bears climb back within 5. Caden Powell is 5 of 6 shooting free throws tonight. 58-53 is the lead for the BYU Cougars. Right on the perimeter, gives to DeBonsa. Drives, back outside to Wright. Wright starts, stops, goes. Runner good by the point guard, Rob Wright.
Yeah, and that has been the difference. When BYU, with those experienced guards, big, strong guards, get the ball in the lane, it's almost automatic. They do not miss those little mid-range jumpers.
60-53, BYU leads over Baylor. Isaac Williams, top of the key. Angles to the left side, looks to drive, instead gives it back to Michael Ratai. Ratai, left side, Yesufu, 3, up and in from the left-hand corner.
That's his first bucket of the second half. Couldn't come in a better time. Bears have cut it to 4.
60-56, BYU leads. Coach Drew exhorting his team, playing against the number 22 team in the nation. DeBonsa to Wright. Wright working against Obi Agman. Backpedals with his dribble. Wright to DeBonsa for 3. It is no. Yes, it is good.
Man,
thought it was going to come out, but he knocks it down.
He does it all. In fact, the Bears that time went to what they call their 11 zone defense. 11 because the 2 guys at the very top just work like pistons. They're putting pressure on the perimeter, but DeBonsa shot him out of it.
About 26 now by DeBonsa and counting. 63-56 lead for BYU. Isaac Williams dribbles to the left side, outside the arc. Looks to drive on Boop, cut off, picks up his dribble. No-look pass, tried to get it to Powell, and it's stolen by DeBonsa. There's DeBonsa on the defensive end. Left wing, Passes top of the key to right. Drives, lays it up. Left side with his right hand. Got inside Michael Ratai for the lay-in.
You know, after the three-point play by Powell, BYU answered with big buckets from their two best players, and that's Wright and Devonta. And just with the snap of your finger, Bears had cut it to 5, and now the lead is 65-56. They just got big-time players.
Biggest lead of the night for the BYU Cougars, 9 points with 11:13 to play. Timeout on the floor. Our score, BYU 65, Baylor 56. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Listening to Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We want to remind you about our Baylor Coaches Show presented by Central National Bank. It's this Thursday, 6 to 7 p.m. live from Rudy's. It'll be a fun night. We've got Mitch Thompson there, Baylor baseball head coach, as baseball begins the new season the next day on Friday, opening a 3-game home series at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark against New Mexico State. Then we got Michael Woodson with us, Baylor men's tennis coach. Big win for Baylor men's tennis. They knocked off 8th-ranked A&M 4-1 on Monday. It was just last night. Big win there, and now hosting the ITA National Indoors beginning on Friday in Waco. So come join us live from Rudy's for the Baylor Coaches Show here in the spring every Thursday, 6 to 7 p.m.
Well, BYU second half can't miss. I mean, they've only missed 4 times in 15 attempts. 73% shooting from the floor for BYU. And, John, a lot of that is because they're scoring in the paint. I mean, they have 46 points in the paint compared to just 20 points in the paint for the Bears, and those are high percentage shots. And you know, I've made this point a couple of times during the game. When they get the ball in the lane, mid-range, whatever it is, it's Saunders, it's Wright, it's Devonta, they don't miss. I mean, that ball is going in. Bears have had similar shots here in the second half and not nearly as much to show for those. Getting the ball in the lane, but just are coming away empty more times than not. Bears shooting okay second half. They made 5 of 11. It's 45%. But turnovers continue to be an issue. Bears have turned it over now 10 times. That's resulted in 16 points for BYU. You look at those numbers, and they kind of tell the story. Points off turnovers, points in the paint. Right now, in an otherwise close game, that's been the difference.
You know what else is missing tonight that Baylor's had here recently is Obi Agbum scoring.
Yeah.
He's only got 3 points tonight, and he's only taken 2 shots.
Yeah.
He's 1 of 2 from the floor, a three-pointer.
You know, that's a really good point. I didn't notice that, but coming into this game, he'd been in double digits each of Baylor's last 5 games. And when he's not getting scoring, we're not getting production from him in the scoring column, it's hard to win.
Third leading scorer for Baylor right now is Caden Powell having a nice night with 13 points. Baylor's ball out of the timeout, trailing by 9, their largest deficit tonight. Carr to Agbum, right elbow, gives it back to Carr. Drives and lost it out of bounds, dribbled it off his leg. Turnover number 11
You know, to that point, too, I thought the dribble drive that Agbum just had a game ago, 2 or 3 games ago, that's a fall-away jumper.
Yeah.
He just...
And he didn't even try to shoot it.
He didn't try it. No, he just wasn't looking for it. And maybe the block shot he had a couple of minutes ago spooked him a little bit, but he's got the score.
So BYU ball leading by 9. Here's Debansa. Gives to Boshkovich. Jump hook in the paint over James Nagy is good by Mihailo Boshkovich. His first points tonight.
There's another one just from about 10 feet out, if that, maybe 8. A little right-handed hook over his left shoulder. Made it look easy, nothing but net.
48 points in the paint, 67-56 lead for the Cougars. Yesufu, step back 3. Boshkovich running at him, fouls him. So Yesufu, second time tonight, draws a foul, shooting a 3.
Yeah, and that's another big guy. He's a shot blocker. And when you've got a shot blocker out there guarding you, he's thinking one thing, and that's to swat your shot away. And so I thought Yesufu played it really well. Was not going to be a really good-looking shot, but he drew the contact. He'll get an opportunity for the 3.
Yesufu to the line for 3 free throws. Clock stopped, showing 10 minutes, 13 seconds to play. First one is good by the freshman.
Well, the Bears need to just, second free throw is good, need to win a possession here. They haven't won many here in the second half. In fact, BYU has made each of its last 5 shots. You're going to climb back into it, and this free throw gets the lead down to 67-59. It does. 3-point play by the Bears. You start thinking stops. Bears were able to get those and string a few of those together in the first half. Got to start doing that here.
Yesufu 7 of 7 shooting free throws tonight. Here's a 3 launched right wing by Debansa. No good. Rebound Baylor. Yesufu up the floor for the Bears. Hounded by Wright to Obi Agbam. 3, no good. James Nagy the rebound. Knocked off the ball. Rob Wright picks it up.
Yeah, that's a rookie mistake. Again, went up high to get the rebound and then immediately pulled it down to his knees.
And Wright all the way running. Hook shot right side is good by Rob Wright.
So quick. I mean, the timing, if you're trying to block that shot, the timing, you're waiting a little bit, and he's let the ball go as you're trying to anticipate the shots, you can get a block.
Rob has done enough that our students behind us have grown tired of booing him every time he touches the ball. Here's Yesufu, pull-up jumper. Good. One step inside the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, I think you're going to see more of that. I mean, BYU has not shown the ability to keep Yesufu from getting that shot. Bears need to win this possession.
69-61. BYU on top. Runner, no, but a whistle and a foul, and it's going to be on Michael Ratai, his second tonight.
Yeah, it's just a second team foul against the Bears, but sort of pity the guy that has to guard Debansa. I mean, he can do so many different things. An incredible player, really, at 6'9". He's made 3s. He's got a great handle of the ball. He's strong with the ball. Can't take it from him. Pretty good free throw shooter.
First one is good. Remind you of Kevin Durant, his freshman year at Texas.
A little bit.
Size.
Yeah. But, you know, I think Kevin Durant was a unicorn. I'm telling
That's
you.
true.
To this day, John, I've not seen a better freshman.
Yeah. I think you're right.
I'm not sure.
I think you're right.
Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Plays like him.
Second free throw by Debansa is no good. 1 of 2. Cam Carr collects the rebound for the Bears. It is 70-61. Bears trail by 9.
Boom! That's a 3 by Yesufu, closely guarded, but Cameron Carr was intentional about making sure Yesufu got the ball. He needs touches. Almost single-handedly, he's cut the lead to 6.
Tunde Yesufu has 29 on the night. Here's a drive by Debansa. Gets past Caden Powell, and he dunks it, and he's fouled by Powell.
You know, when they need a big play, that is where they go. Debansa just worked his way. There was a ball screen coming for him. He didn't even wait for it. Found just an open crease through the lane, and when he gets it that close to the basket, you might be better served just to let him dunk it. Powell got him on the shot. Another chance for a 3-point play. How many times have we seen him answer for BYU? Bears get close. Debansa goes to the other end and extends the lead.
He's got 29, looking for 30, and he's got it on the made free throw. 30 points by A.J. Debansa. BYU leads by 9, 73-64. For the Bears, Isaac Williams on the perimeter. Passes right side to Yesufu for 3. No good. Already a career high 29-point night by Tunde Yesufu. BYU pushes the tempo up the floor to Saunders. Near steal by Yesufu, and a blocking foul is called on Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, he's got one to give. That's just the 4th team foul against the Bears. He could not let Saunders turn the corner on him.
So BYU inbounding, 8:11 on the game clock, 25 on the shot clock. With 8 minutes plus to play, Cougars lead the Bears by 9, 73-64. Saunders, the inbounder. Inbounds it comes to Hakeem Boop. To Dabansa, to Saunders along the baseline. Reverse layup is good.
Yeah, they keep hunting for that mismatch. That time it was Powell. Powell's a really good defender, but he's a little bit of a fish out of water that far from the basket, guarding an all Big 12 player like Richie Saunders.
Lead is back to 11, equals the biggest lead tonight for the BYU Cougars. Bears did lead by as much as 12 in the first half. Tie game at halftime. Now the Cougars lead by 11. Here's Isaac Williams, drives in. Nice lay-in. Got it underneath the swat of Hakeem Boop.
Now BYU has made its last 3. At this point, John, 7.5 to play. You've got to start getting some stops.
There's one of them right there. A miss on a quick shot. With BYU leading by 9, 75-66. Here's Cameron Carr. Carr, top of the key. Shot is no good. Back iron. Rebound pulled away by Kennard Davis.
Yeah, Baylor, a really good offensive rebounding team. They're retreating to the other end. They don't want BYU to get the ball in transition. And the offensive rebounding output has suffered because of it.
Boop hands to Saunders off the curl. His 3 is no good. Boop gets the offensive rebound. Back to right. He'll backpedal and run a little clock. With the Cougars leading by 9 and under 7 minutes to play. Wright working against Cameron Carr with 3 fouls. Shot partially blocked by Carr. Wright got it back, and the shot is good and a foul.
That's an unbelievable play. I mean, that's a game changer, John. You think about that play. Great defense by Cameron Carr on Wright. He stayed on the ground, lifted on the shot, got a block, and then Wright was able to wrestle it back away from him. Throws the ball in the basket. Somehow, I don't know how he even got it off. Was fouled in the process. Has an opportunity to give BYU a 12-point lead.
Look at the replay. Wright jumped into Cameron Carr, but it's Carr that picks up the foul, his 4th of the night, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Cougars have equaled their biggest lead tonight with 6:41 to play. It's BYU 77, Baylor 66 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
Energy, passion, unforgettable moments. That's Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. From walk-off wins to jaw-dropping defense, this team delivers excitement every time they take the field. And season tickets put you right in the middle of it. Lock in your seat for every pitch, every rally, and every big moment this spring. Season tickets guarantee your spot for marquee matchups against Texas, Texas A&M, and more. Get your Baylor softball season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor basketball brought to you in part by Rudy's, a proud sponsor of Baylor men's basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m.
Well, John, that last play by Rob Wright was a body blow, I think, for this team. Bears got to recover from that. We go back to play with Wright looking to complete the three-point play at the free throw line. But you think about that, Carr had the rebound, got a block, had the rebound, and Wright took it away from him and then went back up with it, drew the foul on Carr, which is his fourth. But that's a three-point swing, maybe even more. Bears had the ball, looked like they were going to get possession, go to the other end, keep the lead in single digits. And now with a made free throw, it's a 12-point lead for BYU. You know it's coming. I mean, with a team like BYU, they're going to make runs, and they have been in control of this game for the better part of the second half. Down by 12 if the free throw goes, 6:41 to play, not in any way insurmountable, particularly here in Foster Pavilion.
No, that's exactly right. There's still time.
Oh, yeah.
Bears would have to get hot again like they were in that one stretch when they hit 11 of 13
That's
shots
right.
in the first half.
Be a nice time to kind
now
of
would be the time,
back into
Cato.
gear.
Now is the time.
Now is the time.
And get some stops along the way also. BYU leads by 11, and with Rob Wright shooting a free throw that could make it 12.
Yeah, I mean, that to me is the key. I mean, Bears are going to win this game on the defensive side of the floor. I think they'll have enough offense to win it. They typically do, particularly at home. But you just have got to start winning some possessions on BYU's side of the floor.
Wright's free throw is good to complete the three-point play. Wright has 26 on the night in his return back to Waco.
Yeah, and Carr with 4 is going to stay. Good call. Got to have him out there for off and really both ends of the floor.
12-point lead, biggest tonight for BYU, 78-66 with 6.5 minutes remaining. Ubi Agbum on the perimeter. Side steps with his dribble to the left side. Gives to Yesufu. Drives. Kicks to Agbum. 3-ball. No. Skips over the rim. Fight for the rebound. Boop has it for the Cougars.
Yeah, just not his night. That's just his third field goal attempt of the game. Pretty good look on the pass from Yesufu.
Boop drops it off for Wright into the front court. Rob Wright working against the defense of Isaac Williams. Back near midcourt. Angles to the left side. Now into the paint, drive, running shot, no good. Loose ball tipped out. Yesufu has it. He is off to the races. Tried the alley-oop to Carr, and he ends up on the floor. No call. Carr got mugged under there. Now BYU at the other end. A lob and a basket by Rob Wright.
Bears wanted the foul at the other end of the floor. They did not get it. And as soon as BYU picked up the miss, they had numbers, and it was easy at the other end. 2-on-1 fast break. Wright finishes.
14-point lead with 5:25 to go. 80-66. BYU on top. Here's Agbum working against Wright. Right side, banker, no. Loose ball tipped out to Williams. Drives in. His runner won't fall. Oh, man. Right there, a couple of shots. Neither of them go down. BYU's ball to Bansa. Drives on Caden Powell, shot no good. Kennard Davis, the rebound and the putback and a foul.
You know, and right now, John, you're just seeing the number 22 team in the country almost at its best. I mean, they're dominant now at either end of the floor. It's winning time for them. It's still 5 minutes to play, but the Bears are fueling transition offense for BYU with quick shots, bad shots at their offensive end.
Foul was on Caden Powell. That is his third tonight. Tell you what, the Cougar fans are making some noise here. As Kennard Davis Jr. goes to the line, free throw is good. And the lead swells to 83-66.
Yeah, and you got two guys with 4 fouls each. That's Powell and Carr. Both of them will stay on, obviously. And you can't back off. I mean, you commit your fifth, but Bears going to have to get some stops.
17-point lead. Drive by Williams. Running layup. Good from the left side. Tough shot.
Yeah, I mean, and he's gotten to the rim several times. It's one of the few times he's actually been able to finish, and it is hard. I mean, when you get there, you're going to finish over significant length.
83-68 is the score. 15-point lead. Dabansa, top of the key, puts the ball on the floor, drives into the paint. Ball knocked away, gets hold of it, passes out to Davis for 3, no good. Dabansa, the offensive rebound. Dabansa now will turn to the basket, drives in, and he is fouled. He was grabbed there by Obi Agbum to prevent a dunk, I think. Kevin Young is asking for an intentional foul. I don't think that's coming. But there will be 2 free throws for A.J. DeBonsa.
Yeah, and not many people do have an answer for DeBonsa, but clearly the Bears don't have one in this game. This guy is an incredibly good player. He really is. I mean, he's a lottery pick. He's everything. It's the first time I've seen him live, obviously. And he is almost indefensible.
You know, everybody is saying either the first or second pick in the NBA draft coming up.
Yeah.
He's putting it all on display tonight. Free throw is good for his 31st point this evening.
You know, he makes it look so easy. And these are really good players he's on the floor with, but he just has so many weapons. He's so gifted athletically. He can shoot it. Said earlier, he doesn't turn the ball over. Can't really take it from him.
2 free throws knocked down by DeBonsa. Points 31 and 32 on the night. The lead is 85-68 for BYU. Here's Obi Agbum. Drives. Foul to the floor. Foul's going to be on Rob Wright of BYU. And let's make sure Randy McCall will signal. And it is. Rob Wright, his second personal foul this evening. Not a shooting foul.
You know, they have really clamped Cameron Carr here in the second half. He's been a marked man every game he's played in Big 12 play for sure. At 15 at halftime, he has just 17 here in the second. And you got to give BYU's defense credit. They have been awfully good in the second half after a poor first half.
Bears inbound to Williams. He feeds Obi Agbum, who hits the 3 from the left wing. Second made 3 tonight by Obi Agbum. Points have been hard to come by. That one makes it 85-71 Cougars. DeBonsa backpedals with his dribble outside the arc. Passes left wing to Davis. His 3 rims out. Rebound to Isaac Williams. Williams going to bring it up. Fires it up the floor to Agbum. Pull up 3. In and out, no good, but Tunde Yesifo there for the follow jam.
You know, he was trailing the fast break, and he saw that. I mean, he had a clear line to the basket. If that ball didn't go in, he was going to gobble it up and get the follow-up dunk. That gets the lead to 12 with 3:19 to play, John. But this last 3 minutes and 19 seconds is all about the defensive side of the floor for Baylor.
Timeout on the floor. First 30-point night in a Baylor uniform for Tunde Yesifo. He's got 31. Bears still trail by 12. With 3:19 to play, it's BYU 85, Baylor 73 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
32 points tonight by A.J. DeBonsa. 31 points tonight by Tunde Yesifo. 2 of the outstanding freshmen in this Big 12 conference. It's a career night for Tunde Yesifo with 31 points. Pat, the last time Baylor had a player with 30 points or more was V.J. Edgecombe against Kansas State last year, January 22nd.
Well, it could use him now. I mean,
right.
It's been for Baylor to win, you just have to have scoring from more than a couple of guys, and they've done a great job. BYU has on Carr in the second half. He's taken just, was it three field goal attempts in the second half, and then Agbum typically has been in double digits when the Bears have won. So it's been a rough second half. The good news is, John, at home, down by 12, 3:21 to play, not insurmountable, but some special things have got to happen. And I think first of those is got to start winning possessions when BYU gets the ball.
Yeah, that's true. It is not insurmountable. Down by 12. Cam Carr has done a good job. He's got 4 fouls, been playing with his 4th for a while. Caden Powell is not on the floor right now. He's got 4 fouls. It will be BYU's ball coming out of the timeout. Richie Saunders to inbound near side court right in front of their bench. Cougars in the road blue uniform shoot to the basket to our left here in the second half. Give to DeBonsa, drives in, gets by Yesufu, and he lays it in.
I mean, that says it all. He's being guarded by Tunde Yesufu, who's an incredible athlete. He's 6'5", 215, and DeBonsa at 6'9", just went right around him.
87-73, near turnover by the Bears. Ratai gets the loose ball, and the leaner from the paint on the right side is good. Michael Ratai, his first field goal tonight. Now a turnover, Wright has the ball knocked away. Here's Yesufu again, drives, shot and a bucket. Wow, how in the world did he get that shot off? Tunde Yesufu, fouled by Kennard Davis, will have a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, he just picked up the loose ball. I think it was Ratai that got a hand on the ball as Wright was bringing it up the floor. Yesufu took off with it, and at this stage of the game, if the ball's in Yesufu's hands, he's got to shoot it. It's exactly what he did and made just another incredible play. Has a chance to complete a 3-point play, but that's the kind of play, John, it's going to take. You got to get stops, or you've got to force turnovers by BYU, who doesn't turn it over much at all. In fact, that last one was just their 4th turnover of the ball game.
Wow, is that right? 4 turnovers.
4.
So here's Yesufu at the line, looking for point number 34 tonight, and he has got it.
And here comes full court pressure, of course, by the Bears. Don't really have to foul quite yet, but what they're looking for is a steal or just a forced turnover somehow by BYU.
It's 87-78, 9-point lead for BYU. They break the timeline against the Baylor pressure. DeBonsa has it between the rings, holds the ball on his left hip. Kevin Young signals the play to his team on the floor. DeBonsa now puts the ball on the floor. Way outside, 5 to shoot. DeBonsa will jump, shoot, miss the 3. Saunders the offensive rebound and put back.
That's a killer. This is the 11th best team in the country in offensive rebounding, and that is a killer. Bears got what they wanted. A tough shot by DeBonsa. Had to get the rebound, defensive rebound to get the stop.
89-78, drive by Agbum, shot partially blocked and never made it to the rim. Now Rob Wright being harassed in a trap. Ratai has the loose ball, turnover. Cougars to Yesufu for 3, and it's good. Tunde Yesufu continues his torrid pace tonight.
And only 3 turnovers by BYU till the last minute of this game, and that is turnover number 5. The Bears have scored on both of those. In fact, both of those BYU turnovers turned into 3-point plays by the Bears, and it's an 8-point deficit with 1:42 to go.
37 points tonight by Tunde Yesufu. Inbounds to Kennard Davis to beat the pressure. The pass to midcourt. Pass underneath, tipped, but then Richie Saunders has it, and he is fouled. He's fouled by Michael Ratai. Well, let's look at that replay, but a foul on Ratai. That is his 3rd tonight.
Well, they're having to take chances, obviously. You got to gamble, you got to take some risk to be able to just create enough possessions to have a chance to win this game.
First one is good by Saunders. 3 of 3 at the line this evening.
Said before the game, Saunders DeBonsa and Wright combined for 76% on average of BYU's points. Saunders has been a little bit quiet, although he's looking for his 16th point here. His backcourt mates, DeBonsa has 34, Wright has 28.
Wow. Saunders had only 6 at halftime. This one rolls off no good. 1 of 2. It's 90-81. 9-point lead for the Cougars. Drive by Carr. Runner, no, but a whistle and a foul. Cam Carr will go to the line for 2. The foul is on Richie Saunders, his second.
You know, and that's their best offense. Either Carr with the ball, pins his ears back, goes to the rim, or the same thing for Tunde Yesufu. Both those guys know how to draw fouls, good free throw shooters. And again, on the defensive side, just got to give yourself enough opportunities to win the game. You do that by creating possessions with turnovers or steals, or in that case, best case scenario, a missed free throw on the second attempt by Saunders.
90-81. Cameron Carr shooting free throws. First one is good. Boy, that's his first trip to the line tonight. His first free throw. It's an 8-point game, 90-82 with 1:32 to play.
And it looked bleak about 3 minutes ago.
Sure did. Cougars led by as much as 17. Now, if he hits this one, it's 7, and he does. 2 free throws by Carr. It's 90-83. Pressure in the backcourt. Rob Wright breaks the timeline. Now he'll dribble away from pressure and run some clock. 1:22 to go. Foul on the perimeter. Isaac Williams fouls Rob Wright. Personal foul number 2 on Williams. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Wright 2 of 3 at the line tonight. First free throw is no good. He missed it, but Saunders gets the offensive rebound. Just a killer.
Yeah, it's a killer. That's the second offensive rebound that Saunders has gotten to extend possessions for BYU.
Pass to Saunders, left corner. 3 is no good. Bounces high over the top of the backboard and out of play. It'll be Baylor's ball with 1:08 remaining.
Yeah, and so they dodge that bullet and still have an opportunity. They need to score fairly quickly. Doesn't have to be a 3, just a bucket.
That's one thing Saunders has not done tonight. He has not hit a 3. He's made one in 14 consecutive games. Baylor's Isaac Williams drives in, missed the layup, but he was fouled. Wow, Williams will go to the line. The foul on Rob Wright, his 3rd. Kind of best of both worlds right there.
Yep.
Go to the free throw line, and the clock stops at 1 minute exactly remaining.
It does. Both teams with 9 fouls, a foul away from the double bonus. A couple of free throws here by Williams. Again, keeps it pretty tight. And you still don't, you just, let's see if this goes in. It does. Good shot by Williams. The other end, you don't have to do it. I don't think you have to foul yet. I mean, at some point you do, but you early on anyway, you're looking for steals, you're looking for disruption, you're looking to trap the ball.
Second one's good. 2 big free throws by Isaac Williams. It is a 5-point game with 60 seconds to play. BYU 90, Baylor 85. Pressure in the backcourt, inbounds to Davis. He is fouled by Obi Agbum. It took only a second and a half off the clock. Will walk to the far end, personal number 2 on Agbum.
You know, he's a 66% free throw shooter. That's not real good. And I think the call was, if he gets it, foul him. If Wright gets it, don't foul him. I mean, you just, by design, they tried to force the inbounds pass to Davis, and then it was a quick foul. So not in must foul mode, but you're going to take advantage of an opportunity to foul and get the right guy at the line.
In the double bonus, first one is good for Kennard Davis. Hadn't been there much, just 4 of 6 shooting free throws in Big 12 play, 5 of 8 for the season. Second one to go back up by 7, and he does. 2 big free throws by Kennard Davis. It is 92-85 Cougars. Isaac Williams into the front court, attacks the basket, shot up, partially blocked, but a goaltend. Yeah, that's a goaltend called on Akeem Boop.
You know, and somehow the Bears have been able to score almost at will down the stretch. What they've got to do is get stops. Got to do more than just trade baskets with BYU at this stage of the game. Down 5:50 seconds to go.
92-87. Cougars with the lead. Pressure in the backcourt. Inbounds. Now to midcourt to Saunders across the midcourt stripe. Saunders in a double team. Harassed by Yesufu and Agbum. Passes out of there. Gives to Kennard Davis. He is fouled by Isaac Williams. So you're right. Kennard Davis has that target on his back.
He does.
He touches the ball, you foul him.
Well, again, not a bad one. He just made 2. Bad free throw shooter. But beggars can't be choosers. I think it's too early to just foul to stop the clock. But when the ball's in Davis's hands, you kill it with a couple of free throws. You just got to play the percentages. He only makes 2 out of every 3.
First one is good by Davis. Some clutch free throw shooting down the stretch for the junior from St. Louis.
Yeah, 20 of 25 now for BYU from the line tonight.
37.4 seconds remaining. Second one is good. It's a 7-point lead for BYU, 94-87. Here come the Bears in a hurry. Isaac Williams into the front court, working against Debonsa. Picks up his dribble, right wing, gives to Carr. He'll drive. Carr, layup, good by Carr, and a foul. Wow, a chance at a 3-point play. Cameron Carr fouled by Rob Wright, his 4th.
Yeah, they just continue to crash the basket. I mean, it's Carr, it's Williams, it's Yesufu, all on big-time dribble drives into the lane and looking to get fouled. Nobody draws a foul better than Cameron Carr. Drew that one. There's a chance for a 3-point play. 25.7 seconds to play. Made free throw, cuts it to 4.
Looking for his 22nd point tonight is Cam Carr with this big free throw, and it is good. He is 3 of 3 at the line. It's a 4-point game, 94-90. Bears down by 4. Wright dribbles on the perimeter. Chasing is Tunde Yesufu, and he fouls him, his 3rd. So that puts Wright statistically their best free throw shooter in Big 12 play at the line for 2.
Yeah, where he's just 2 of 4 from the line tonight. But you're right, John, on the season, he's at 84%. But you just had to stop the clock. First free throw was good.
21.5 seconds on the clock. Another one coming for Rob Wright, which will put BYU back up by 6. And he does. 96-90, timeout BYU, 21.5 seconds remaining. Cougars lead by 6 over the Bears. Baylor has 1 timeout remaining. BYU has 1 timeout remaining. Possession arrow favors the BYU Cougars. So keep it right here with 21.5 on the clock. BYU leading Baylor by 6.
Well, we've been treated to some great offense in this game. I mean, BYU just 4 points short of 100. Baylor at 90 in the game. Kind of expected that. I thought this would be a game played at a very quick pace. BYU number 2 in the league in scoring offense. And they got 64 combined points from 2 players. That's Wright and Debonsa. Baylor right now 4 different players in double digits, led by Tunde Yesufu. He has 37 in the game, 22 for Carr. Caden Powell with 13, and then Isaac Williams with 10. And most of those points for Williams have come very late in the ball game. And the Bears finally, after that made free throw by Carr, gained a little bit of ground, by a point anyway. But all they've really been able to do for the last 3 or 4 possessions is exchange baskets with BYU. Now it's a 2-possession game with 21.5 seconds to play. Bears will get the ball, needs to be a 3, and then it's just going to have to be a quick steal or a quick foul and hope that BYU can help with some missed free throws.
Well, 2 very hungry teams looking for wins tonight. Baylor, of course, 3-8 in Big 12 play, has won 2 of their last 3. BYU comes in having dropped 4 straight after a 5-1 start in Big 12 play. They're at 5-5. Pat, they have not lost 5 straight games since February 19th to March 10th, 2005. It's been 21 seasons since they've lost 5 games in a row.
Well, those 5 games were the big boys. Arizona, Texas Tech,
That's right.
Kansas, Houston. They did drop 1 at Oklahoma State, which they'd like to have back. But in this game, BYU with some full court pressure, just going to try to caused the Bears to take more time than they want to take getting it up the floor. It'll take some special plays down by 6 with 21.5 seconds to play. But this next shot's got to be a 3 and quick enough that an offensive rebound and a putback will cut the lead a little bit.
Not insurmountable. Hilo Bošković tries to check in, and Bert Smith is, I'm not sure, I think he's saying he can't enter the game. I don't know how he can't after a timeout. But Bošković will go back to the bench, and Rob Wright will come back on with 4 personal fouls. I think Kevin Young wanted a little size there with Bošković. But it's Baylor's ball, length of the floor away from their bucket, 21.5 seconds to go. Here we go, inbounds to Isaac Williams. Williams will drive all the way and lay it in. Now BYU inbounds up the floor. Dabonsa breaks away, and he lays it in. He didn't dunk it, it just rolled in. Teams trade baskets. 8 seconds to go. Carr, lay in at the other end.
Yeah, and Dabonsa was so fast at the other end, Ratai couldn't catch him to foul him.
4.6 seconds to go. Inbounds to Kennard Davis. He is fouled by Obi Agbum. 4-point game, 98-94. A flurry of a couple of buckets each in the last 27 seconds.
Yeah, and that play again, as BYU inbounded the ball, broke the pressure with about a 30-foot pass up the floor to Dabonsa, was the killer. I mean, the guy is so fast in the open floor. Ratai sprinting as hard as he could not get to him to foul him. Dabonsa laid it in to give them their 4-point lead.
Here's Kennard Davis. Did not score a point in the first half and hits the free throw. He now has 11-12 in the second half.
Yeah, and he's perfect at the line. 66% free throw shooter, 6 of 7 now. Missed the second one.
Second one no good. Here's Carr, pull up 3. At the buzzer, it's short, no good. And BYU will snap their 4-game losing streak here in Waco. Bears battle to the end, but fall by 5, 99-94. Cougars the final score.
Well, we said before the game, it's a pivotal game for both teams. BYU needed to break a losing streak. They were able to do that against a Baylor team that was really surging, played well over the last 3 or 4 games. And John, I don't think they played poorly tonight, but the Bears really consistently had an insufficient answer, I'll put it that way, for both Dabonsa and Rob Wright. The offense was there, but when the Bears had to get stops, had to win possessions on BYU's offensive side of the floor, they just couldn't do it consistently enough to win.
Well, handshake line. Coach Drew obviously not pleased with the outcome. Bears dropped to 3-9 in Big 12 play. Shakes hands with Kevin Young and moves on down the line. And it looked like he inadvertently missed Rob Wright.
Yep.
But he made a point to go back and shake Rob's hand and pat him on the back. So Coach Drew always classy, no question about that. Even in defeat tonight, Bears fall to the Cougars 99-94. Baylor drops to 13-11 on the season. Now 3-9 in Big 12 play. BYU is 18-6. They are 6-5 in the Big 12. Final score, BYU 99, Baylor 94. Stay with us. The First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Let's go Central Texas. President's Day sales event means big savings on brand new vehicles at Allen Samuels in Waco. Check out the all-new, completely redesigned 2026 Jeep Cherokee, and don't miss the all-new Dodge Charger 6-pack.
Bošković.
Because that 6-pack is built
Well,
to
bummer.
run fast and hard.
Well,
From
Bošković.
everyday capability to pure
Bošković.
performance. Now is the time to buy and save big at Allen Samuels, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, Just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union post-game show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
99-94, the final. BYU over Baylor tonight here in Foster Pavilion. Welcome into the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Tough one tonight, Pat. Bears had a lead as much as 12 points in the first half. It was tied at halftime, 41 apiece. BYU led by as much as 17 in the second half. Down to the wire, Baylor, like they did against Iowa State, they kept firing away, kept playing to the final buzzer, and it ends up being a 5-point loss.
Yeah, there was a span in the first half where the Bears had made 11 of 13 shots.
Right.
And I don't know how many, but I'd say 3 or 4 of those 11 were threes. And so you wondered at that time whether it was sustainable. Probably was not, most likely. But in the second half, you've kind of felt like, okay, here are the things that just need to happen to win. Got to rebound, got to get stops. And that is so much easier said than done than arguably the best offensive player in the league in DeBonsa. Bears really had no answer for him. I mean, Rob Wright got 30, but the guy, when the Bears got close, got the lead down from 7 to, say, 3 or 4 in the second half, it was DeBonsa that BYU went to every single time, and he answered.
DeBonsa finishes with 36, Rob Wright with 30, and for Baylor, Tunde Yesufu, 37 points. That's a career high, and it's the most by a Baylor player since Makai Mason had 40 against TCU February 2nd of 2019. And, Pat, the most by a freshman since Lace Darius Dunn put 38 on Texas Tech March 8th of 2008.
You know, I remember both those games.
I remember both of them
really well.
Yeah, exactly.
And
they were very memorable.
And I won't forget this one.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Yesufu's line. He was 12 of 19, made 5 of 8 threes, all 8 of his free throws, had 6 rebounds, 3 assists in the game, and just 1 turnover. And he played 40 minutes in this game.
Wow.
Just a super effort by the freshman.
Here's a note just in also with DeBonsa at 36 and Tunde Yesufu with 37. First opposing freshman to score at least 35 points in the same D1 game in 12 years. So we saw some things tonight that haven't been done in a while.
No, and, you know, I'd been anxious to see DeBonsa play in person. And I'm just incredibly impressed. I mean, we've seen Peterson, we've seen DeBonsa, some of the other great freshmen. Yesufu is in that crowd as well. So the crowd was treated to some great basketball. I thought the crowd was great, very responsive. And one thing we said before the game, John, that you can count on from this team is relentless effort. And we saw that. Had a chance. Weren't ever able to get the number of stops they had to get to win this game. But they made it awfully interesting and close at the end.
Pat, how about the points in the paint tonight? Baylor had 40. That's a lot. BYU had 64 of their 99 points in the paint.
Yeah, and that's why in the second half they shot 60% from the floor. And those shots weren't from their big guys. It was Rob Wright in the lane. It was Saunders in the lane. It was DeBonsa in the lane. But when you're able to score from that point on the floor, and by the way, BYU didn't need many threes, which is good because they only made 3 of 19 for a program that's known as a prolific three-point shooting team. But 64 points in the paint is an awful lot. The Bears just really, again, had no consistent answer for that all night.
Saunders 0 for 5 from three-point range. He had made at least 1 3 in 14 consecutive games. That ends tonight. 99-94 the final. Cougars head back to Provo with a win over the Bears. More to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. We invite you to stay with us. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears!
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 99-94 the final. BYU over Baylor tonight here in Foster Pavilion. We're also brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. And by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary. Just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Pat, you've got the final stats. Share those with our listeners, if you would, please.
Well, get your calculators out. A lot of points in this game, and we'll start with the individual scoring for the Bears because it was impressive. Mentioned the 37 from Tunde Yesufu, the 24, and 8 rebounds, by the way, for Cameron Carr. Carr with a couple of assists as well, and played most of this game in foul trouble. Had 3 at halftime, picked up number 4 about midway through the second half. Never fouled out of the ball game, which is credit to him. Caden Powell with 13 points, 5 big rebounds in the game. And then other double-digit score in the ball game was Isaac Williams. He had 12, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists for Williams. Interesting, when the Bears were on that run in the first half, he had 6 assists in a span of probably 10 minutes. Finishes with 7 on the evening. That gets the Bears to 94. They shot it, Bears did it, almost 52%, 32 of 62. That's 51.6 to be exact. 10 of 21 from a three-point line. It's after they made 6 of their first 7 threes in the ball game. They finished at 47.6%. Bears were good at the line tonight, above average, 20 of 25. That's 80%. Identical number at the free throw line for BYU, 20 of 25. Individual scoring for the Cougars, about what you'd expect, but bigger maybe than you expect, although A.J. DeBonsa got 36 in the ball game. He's averaged 29 in their last 5 games. So kind of really just sort of another day at the office for DeBonsa. 30 points for Rob Wright, 4 rebounds for him, 3 assists as well. Had 4 steals in the ball game as well. Richie Saunders with 15 and 9. Saunders, the best rebounding guard in the league, gets 9 rebounds tonight. Kadeem Boop with 10 rebounds in the ball game. He had a bucket. Kennard Davis with 12. Most of those at the free throw line late, where he was 6 of 7. And then a bucket for Boscovich. And that's it. Oh, Kibakita had 2, just 1 rebound in the ball game, leading rebounder on the team for BYU. Got into foul trouble. In fact, ultimately fouled out of the ball game, and finishes with just a bucket. A big number in the game, John. And to me, what separated these two teams in the second half were turnovers and points off turnovers. Bears turned it over 13 times in the ball game. 5 turnovers for BYU, and those 13 turnovers resulted in, get this, 24 points for BYU off those turnovers. So what that suggests is virtually every turnover by the Bears was a live ball turnover, which BYU turned into points at the other end of the floor. That's a big difference. Bears win the rebounding battle 34-33, and that got 34-33, 12 of those offensive rebounds by the Bears.
All right, Pat, hold up there. Coach Drew joins us now. Post-game comments brought to you by Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. And, Coach, another great effort tonight. Comes up 5 points short.
Yeah, proud of the fight. Got a short bench. Obi got injured 3 minutes into the game, and he really won the same, but appreciated his fight and effort of being out there. And I thought Tunde by far his most efficient game. I mean, really efficient, 12 for 19, 5 for 8 from 3, 8 for 8 from the free throw line, 3 assists, 1 turnover. I thought he did a great job. Cam did a good job, efficient, 8 rebounds. The big thing was Isaac got a 7 assists, 1 turnover. Tunde was positive, and Mikey was positive, but we had 13 turnovers, and they had 5, and they had 24 points off turnovers. We had 6. That's an 18-point deficit. So at the end of the day, that was the difference in the game. You look at AJ, and 36 points is impressive, but his 7 assists, 1 turnover was the difference. I know at Oklahoma State, I think he had 4 turnovers in the first media. And I thought him taking care of the basketball, he really did a good job making plays for himself and his teammates tonight. And obviously people know why we like Rob. We've seen him put up big numbers and be effective. I thought we tried to keep him out of getting to the rim, and he did a great job getting there. And between those two, I mean, that's 66 points. So big thing for us is again taking care of the turnovers, and that's what's so tough. You come off a game at Iowa State where you have 9 and you're feeling pretty good, and you come into a game where BYU isn't really known for turning over teams, and they do a good job staying between them and the basket, but those 13 turnovers, a lot of them were self-inflicted, and that's got to be able to make those passes.
You know, it seemed like, Coach, in the second half where the game was still, 5 or 6 point difference, there was a run there where it seemed like we couldn't convert the shots that we got in the lane, and BYU seemingly made every one of them.
Yeah, that's when you look up to the good Lord and say, come on. I mean, we had some good looks, and then we had some tips and follow-throughs, and I mean, normally you make those.
Well, you're back at the line, 20 of 25. You guys above average from the line tonight. Gave yourself a chance at 80%.
Yeah, both of us 20, 25. Both of us shot the free throws well. They shot 56%. Our defense wasn't good enough. We did a good job from 3, holding them 3 for 19. But at the end of the day, our points, the points they got off our turnovers was the difference. And as Coach Sanchez always so eloquently puts it, you got to take losing out of the equation before you can win, and us turning the ball over is not doing that.
I don't know if they've told you this or not, but first Division I game in 12 years with 2 freshmen on opposing teams getting 35 or more points. 2 really good freshmen.
2 really good freshmen, and I know our guys really competed hard, and proud of that. That's where fatigue makes cowards of us all, and normally a bench helps you with the defensive end, and some of the mental mistakes you can make that when you're not so gassed or fatigued.
We noticed Obi wasn't scoring at the rate that he has the last few games. What happened to him early?
No idea. Just 3 minutes in the game or 4 minutes in the game, something happened, and he came out and called himself out.
Yeah.
It was gutsy him coming back and playing, but obviously that wasn't the Obi that we were used to seeing. And again, compliment him for coming back out. But to beat a good team, you got to, especially when you're shorthanded, you got to have everybody firing.
Well, rare non-conference game coming up next. Play Louisville in Fort Worth on Saturday.
And Louisville's coming off of a 40-point win over NC State. And Brown, their freshman guard, had 45. So a lot of good freshmen this year. A lot of really good freshmen this year. I thought Isaac, with his 7 assists, 1 turnover, really did some good things tonight. Was proud of his effort. And I thought the Baylor fans were amazing. They were tremendous. And want to thank them for showing up and supporting us and helping us stay in the fight.
Coach, thanks. We look forward to Saturday.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. His postgame comments brought to you, as always, by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. Any final stats? You got them all?
I got them all.
Got them all covered. All right. 99-94 the final. Bears fall to the Cougars. Take a break. Be back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. You're on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the President's Day sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, and the choice is yours. Drive home a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler Sahara or Rubicon with $10,000 off MSRP. Ford owners get an extra $2,000 in bonus savings, or step up to a 2025 Jeep Gladiator and tag $12,000 off MSRP. Inventory's moving fast and selections are getting thin, so don't wait. Hurry to Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Thank you.
And loan policy requirements apply. Remember NCUA.
Here, okay? Good, thanks.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast.
You know, they're good, and they were very motivated
sites,
tonight
because
they lost 4 straight. Not that y'all weren't. Both teams were very motivated.
Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold.
Like I say, it was a must-win for either team.
We deliver,
it was
you
very
chill. Proud supporter
They were
of
highly
the Baylor
motivated.
Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And we welcome you back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Bears fall to BYU tonight, 99-94 here in Foster Pavilion. Pleased to be joined now by Baylor postman Caden Powell, 13 points on the night, 5 rebounds, and tough game for you guys. I mean, you battled hard again, just like you did against Iowa State. Just came up 5 points short.
Yeah, it was just a tough game. We had the lead at one point, and then they hit a run, and we kind of hit a little bit of a run back, but we dug ourselves a hole too deep in that second half.
You guys had a very impressive run in the first half. At one point, you did 11 of 13 shots, and you led by as much as 12 points. I mean, that was a great start to the game.
Yeah, it was a great start. Everybody was rolling, and so that was just a good way to start off the game. We got to do better to finish like that, though.
Okay, and you guys, again, tonight win the battle of the backboard. You out-rebounded BYU 34-33. That is now the 9th time in 12 Big 12 games that you've out-rebounded your opponent. And you had 5 tonight. Cameron had 8. Yesufu had 6. That's something you guys take pride in, isn't it?
Yes, we take pride in it every day. It's just one thing that we know if we win that battle throughout the game, it gives us a good shot to win the game overall.
It seems like, too, over the last couple of games, this one for sure, that you're thinking a little more about scoring the ball. It seemed like particularly in the first half, there were plays almost designed for you to get the ball in the low post. Maybe it was they're taking the perimeter away and that was leaving you open. But are you being called on to score the ball more? Are you thinking about that?
Just making them honor me. I think that's one thing that's probably stuck out the past 2 games is we're running sets for some of the other guys, and they're going to help or double off of me. So just being aggressive so that way they can't do it, so we can continue to run our sets and get the people that we want open.
Well, I think a day off tomorrow for you guys, and you certainly deserve that, and then back to work, and you play another top 25 team in Louisville coming up on Saturday.
Yes, it's another great opportunity, and we have to find a way to get it done, and I think we will.
It's a good way to look at it. We appreciate the visit. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Caden.
Caden Powell with us. Nice night, 13 points, 5 rebounds, although it comes in a loss 99-94 by the Bears to BYU. Let's take our final post-game break. Be back, check scores, and wrap things up from here in Foster Pavilion. Bears fall by 5 to the Cougars, 99-94 the final score. And we'll continue on the First Central Credit Union post-game show in a moment. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still
I wait
receive
till the very end.
award-winning
You can do it
service
anytime.
and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all
Hello.
the convenience of urgent
Hello.
care with all
Hello.
the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of
Need to
care
break
that you
out
receive,
my
and we are
Sicko
in-network with
warm-ups.
most major insurance
those are
providers.
great. Those are great.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas,
We need another
San
cold
Marcos,
snap.
Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit
need another cold snap.
www.premier.care.
At Magnolia Realty, award-winning agents set the bar for professionalism and excellence. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Magnolia's
We're not.
full-service brokerage will guide you
that's
through
true.
every
Did you
step
hear
of the
that,
process
Bobby?
with expert industry knowledge. Their agents are fully invested in learning your story and customizing the real estate experience to suit your stage of life. Magnolia Realty has been serving cities across Texas since 2007, including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected or learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And back to wrap things up on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 99-94 the final. BYU over Baylor tonight here in Foster Pavilion. 3 of the games in the league. We had the early start. The others an 8 p.m. Central Time start. Give you an update on scores. Now third-ranked Houston leads Utah 30-18. 5.5 minutes to play first half. Now fifth-ranked Iowa State leads TCU 17-14 with 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. And Arizona State leads Oklahoma State. They're playing in Tempe, 29-21 Sun Devils with 6:37 on the clock first half. Only 3 games in the Big 12. There was the one last night. Memorable game. Kansas ends Arizona's unbeaten streak to start the season at 23 games. What a game. What a showcase for the Big 12. 82-78 was the final.
And all of that without Darren Peterson.
Without Peterson.
That's impressive.
Yeah. The 23-game win streak to start the season tied the Big 12 record held by Baylor. Bears won 23 straight in the 2019-2020 season, and Arizona tied that but did not break it starting the year 23-0. And these Bears this year try to get back on the winning track on Saturday. It's a non-conference game. Rare to play a non-conference game this time of year. We did the Big 12 SEC Challenge for years. That went away. But this is a good opportunity. Our coaches and schedule makers thought to play a highly visible game against a good team. It's a home and home, not really home and home, neutral and neutral series. Baylor and Louisville coming up on Saturday at 3 o'clock at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth.
Yeah, and another top 25 game, another top 25 opponent, I should say, and gives the Bears an opportunity. As Caden Powell just said, it's just another opportunity for us. And Coach Drew has said this a number of times. If the ball is still bouncing, we still have a chance. And this was a blow. I thought this was a pivotal game for both teams. Said that when we opened the broadcast. BYU needed to get reset, get a win after 4 straight losses. Bears still searching for a top 25 win. They'll have that opportunity on Saturday against Louisville, and then another opportunity or two as they finish this run in the Big 12. Still looking for that. You know it's going to come. Thought tonight would be a great opportunity, but I thought this, again, a number 22 team in the country playing really, really well.
Nice crowd here at Foster Pavilion for the Gold Out, 7,371. Hope everyone and more are back on Thursday. The Baylor women have a first-place showdown in the Big 12 as they host TCU. That is Thursday evening, 6 p.m. Another Gold Out and a lot of promotions to go along with it on Thursday right back here. So come support Nikki Collin and the Baylor women as they play for first place in the Big 12 against TCU on Thursday. All right, Pat, we'll reconvene on Saturday in Fort Worth as the Bears take on the Louisville Cardinals.
Dickies Arena.
Dickies Arena.
Let's
go back.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us tonight. Thanks to Bob Baker, our engineer. Thanks to Aaron Sexton, and then Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operators tonight, speaking for the Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer, Pat Nunley. I'm John Morris. Thanks for being with us. Our final score once again, BYU 99, Baylor 94. So long.